him look extra strong. Like wow, and like that's how to the point where the crowd chanted Fatu.
Yeah, he made Braun bleed from the mouth. Like, he's got internal bleeding. This is far from over. You
Okay.
let a Samoan werewolf off the leash, and he came at him rabid like a wolverine.
Interesting.
I highly recommend go back and watch it back. At least that match. You may not care about the rest of the show. Well, you might enjoy the Gunther J Uso match because I know the mat is sacred for you with your Ring General. But those two matches, I would definitely recommend you go back and you rewatch in their entirety, not just the clips.
All right. Duly noted.
Knowing you and what you enjoy.
Yes.
Speaking of color commentator extraordinaires, let's go ahead and bring in the man who called it the action with Noah Foster, James Hebert in the house. How are we doing tonight, James?
Yeah, well, I can hear everybody, and everybody can hear me. So that means
Yes.
my technology is good. So it's not very extraordinary as my technology today. Thank Christ.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, it wasn't earlier. Is the joke?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing really good so far. Both streams, there have been no lag issues on my end, so hopefully things keep up. Knock on wood. How did you enjoy Collision tonight?
It was pretty decent. I thought it was a good show. I think my favorite parts of the show, honestly, was the main event and the impromptu brawls between Big Bill and Powerhouse Hobbs, where they just decided to say, "Hey, fuck security. We're gonna beat up security, and then we're gonna beat each other up." And that was pretty much my takeaway. That was my favorite parts of the show.
Gotcha.
Everything else was good. The one big problem I had with it was Yuka Sakazaki beat Deonna Purrazzo, Serena Deeb, and Queen Aminata. I don't like that decision. I don't. Although I understand why, and it was because of Harley Cameron interference. So,
well, let's not give away too much spoilers for people that haven't seen it.
Yes.
I will say, knowing that, it doesn't surprise me because at the end of the day, we know whoever won that match wasn't going to defeat Mercedes on Wednesday. So you keep your more prominent AEW talent strong by letting someone who's not in the company full time get by Mercedes. That kind of makes sense to me. So
yeah. Oh, and the Tony Storm segment was cool. That's it. That's all I got.
Very cool. Well, since we're speaking of the women, ladies and gentlemen, here to make her debut on the Saturday Shenanigans,
God help her.
the woman known as Shadow Batash.
Well,
Ashley is in the house. How is it going?
Hello. Thanks for having me on. It's been very well up here in Canada.
Good.
There you go. Hey, at least do you have the Canadian super chats ready?
Not necessarily no super chats tonight. No.
I was going to say, let's not beg now, James.
Butthead.
No, it's the gimmick. It's for.
It's a little too early for shills right now. It's a little too early for the shillings.
That's true.
Thank you. It's her debut, and she already gets it, James. Like, come on, you've been with the show how long?
Hey, I've been watching this for a while, but not always been in the super chat. Sometimes I just lurk in the shadows on the replay, if you will.
There you go.
That's what Shadow Bat Ash is all about, is lurking in the shadows.
She can be trusted.
She is the Dark Knight.
As evidenced by my Batman plushies on my shelves.
You said it's too early for shillings. I see what you did there, because super chats and then shills. Double entendre. Funny.
You're stretching with that one, James.
I know.
I like how you were going there.
That's the joke. It was supposed to be a bad one.
Well, making their return to the show as well, we've got Ryan coming through this evening. Good to see you, Ryan. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. Great night for pro wrestling.
I agree.
Beautiful brutality on both shows. Even if I don't get the results I want.
Hey, that's all that matters, man, is the appreciation for the product.
Yeah.
I
was
think
a great
everybody
show,
could benefit
on
by.
both levels.
Go ahead.
It was a great show on both accounts, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Fair enough. I probably won't get to watch Collision until tomorrow night at soonest, but I've said it a few times now. I think the wrestling bubble would benefit if more people took the advice of the simple man here and just enjoyed wrestling. Weren't always so overly critical about shit. But that's another story and another day. Last to bring in, certainly not least, the man who occasionally in James's absence has had me like living large in the spaces of the X universe. From Rockin' Ropes, DJ is in the house. What is going on, DJ?
What's up, everybody? And I got a special surprise for Noah and Walter today. Face reveal, bitches!
Nah.
He is
What's
no
up,
longer
everybody?
just an icon. We actually have a face to go with the voice.
Yeah, listen,
Brilliant.
I'm here tonight, get these Rumble predictions out the way. And I agree with Ryan. Great night in wrestling. I've only been able to see mainly clips of stuff right now. I'm going to fully watch the main event probably after when I'm done with you guys because I'm up.
Hey.
So I'm looking forward to it. But Collision so far was pretty good. I'm always been on the fence about the Tony Storm thing, but I like how it kind of finally picked up.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I look forward to seeing how that all played out when I watch it, because that is the one spoiler I knew about tonight's Collision was the gimmick flop and flip flop back. So I'm curious to see how it played out on camera and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the KING Keen in the chat room watching along, as he and I were both big boosters of the timeless era.
Yes.
So
It never ended. It was just
Mm-hmm.
without saying
dormant.
It ended.
she time traveled twice.
So
Got the
let's
fucking
go
DeLorean.
ahead. Let's go ahead and get into things, and let's kick off the show like we said we were going to. We're going to do one of our two Royal Rumbles at the start and the other one just before the shills. General consensus from the room. Do we want to start with the men or the women? Noah?
Women.
Walter?
I concur. Women.
James?
Women.
Ash?
Let's start with the women.
All right, we've already got the majority vote, but let's go ahead, Ryan.
Women.
I was saying what.
Yeah.
Okay, it's unanimous. We are going to start with the women.
Yay.
So we are going to bring up the wheel, and we're going to first of all spin to see our draft order, and I will arrange us in the room here in the order we end up.
Okay.
Let's do this. Let's hope I get first this time, other than how I got
You're right.
karaoke.
Hey, this is
screwed on karaoke.
This is the one time when you want your name to pop up on the wheel, unlike karaoke, right, Noah?
Resistance.
All right.
Hey,
so
it wasn't last week. You got to freaking be a pain in my ass last week.
Yeah,
the
one
person
time of the
with
year.
the number one draft pick
Damn it.
is me.
Of course.
Rigged.
Of course,
Totally rigged.
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 You know what,
Rigged.
though? I take my name off now, though. So it is what it is. I'm no longer there.
Oh, that's true.
Number 2 draft pick goes to
Let's see. Order of service. I gotta do that.
Ryan.
I swear
Hi,
to God,
Ryan.
if I'm the last,
Yeah, at that point, the wheel's racist.
The wheel is not Wes.
I was thank you.
Hello, me and Noah. If the wheel
Draft
was racist,
pick number 3 goes to James.
Oh,
I
that
don't even know
This
how
is
to
not looking
respond
good
to
for the
that.
wheel.
So
Come on, wheel. Don't be Hogan.
don't be Hogan. Don't be Hogan.
It's gonna be a long night. I could tell it's gonna be a long night already.
It's being Hogan.
Damn it!
It's
Ooh, I'm not
being
Ash.
Hogan.
Ash
Hey!
gets to be in the middle of the insanity here.
Oh,
Clowns
nice.
to the left,
All
of
right,
her,
come on.
jokers
Money,
to the
big
right.
money.
Here
Go away.
she
Go away.
is.
Go on that blue. Let's go.
Stuck in the middle
Are you
with
fucking
us.
kidding me?
Well, I'm stuck in the middle. What?
There you
Oh,
go.
fudge.
You've been picked. That means you draft. At least you don't have to
Great.
think.
Let's see here.
Now it just looks like a Pokemon ball.
Right?
I love Pokeballs. I love Pokemon. I like that reference.
Poor
Pokemon
DJ.
is overrated. The 999 damn things with colored faces on them apparently can sell bullcrap.
Oh, thanks,
The
JJ.
wheel doesn't work for me, bro.
Thanks, JJ.
Why are we spinning the wheel?
Get on me.
I just wanted his name to pop up once.
To
There
be
we
fair,
go.
no, I only know about the Pokemon because I play the trading card game. I do not watch the anime or play the video games. I just play the trading card game.
All right, fair enough.
Video
Yo,
games will never be.
We're gonna establish a new feud right now. I'm gonna cut a promo on this fucking wheel. Listen, you asshole, okay, you need to learn how to think on my name, okay? Stop spinning and going away from me. Pick me.
Pick me.
Fucking
Tell
round shaped thing. That's why I prefer squares.
tell that wheel to roll the hell out of here.
Ah!
I mean, it is hip to be square.
I'm never doing a pie graph again.
Triangle
We've
man,
already-
Triangle man. This is
We have
getting way out of
already
hand.
gone off the rails. All right.
What's with the shit puns, bro?
The square
wheel
shape in a round hole.
Ha ha ha. Tony Khan booking? What?
Oh, Jesus, dude.
Sorry.
Guys,
all right. Yeah. That's my
James,
one. That's
let's-
my one. That's my one.
Let's not go down
Much closer to Triple H.
AEW
Yeah, true.
rabbit hole, okay?
All right.
We don't want to
Okay,
get DJ started.
Okay.
The entire
Dixie
wheel's about to be
Carter
shoved into the LWO.
Yeah, I was about to say Dixie Carter booking. Okay, there we go.
All right, so we're going to go through until we have 30 women's names on the wheel. Again, you can only draft active Raw, SmackDown, or NXT talent. Charlotte Flair is eligible to be drafted since her vignette aired last night on SmackDown, and we know she will be a part of the Rumble. However, names like Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Jade Cargill are not allowed to be drafted. No legends, no TNA talent. So no Trish Stratus, no AJ Lee, no Lita, no Jordan Grace, no Rosemary, no Dimeless Dana Brooke, none of that type of stuff. Just active Raw, SmackDown, and NXT talent. Since there are 7 of us, we'll go through 4 times fully. That's 28. And we will open it to the chat room. If the chat room wants to name 2 women with a super chat connected to it, your 2 women will be added to the Rumble as well to fill out the 30. If not, me and Ryan will just get another draft pick, since that would be the next 2 to start the loop again.
Fuck.
Makes sense?
Makes sense.
All right. So start with me. Number 1 draft to the Rumble, number 1 entrant is Roxanne Perez.
Ah, there you go. All righty.
Ryan.
Oh, well, we got to make it theme together, right?
You
Bailey.
don't got to. Okay, Bailey. James.
Okay. Let's see. Gotta throw a monkey wrench in here. Let's see here. Go with Fallon Henley.
Okay. Ash.
Io Sky.
Okay. Next is Noah.
Lara Valkyria.
Okay. That brings us to Walter.
No one seems to be really throwing the big gun, so I'll stick with the theme and say B-Fab.
Okay. DJ.
Charlotte Flair.
Yay!
Since no one got that freebie out the way.
There you go.
Fair enough. And since I'm typing them in the thing as we go through, if somebody super chats, please make me aware of it.
Yes.
Number 8 draft pick. I am going to go with Michin, Mia Yim. Ryan.
Number 9, give me Jada Parker.
I'm surprised Walter didn't do her.
I was gonna say something, but I was just
Ooh, so
I was too,
Okay.
but Ash is here. I don't want her first.
That's
name
why
to be
exactly.
rent-free.
Brother, she did a joke about C-sections. What do you fucking mean? What do you mean?
Put it
Do
this
you
way,
not
guys.
remember last week?
Right?
It's different.
Okay.
It's present now.
Yeah, that's
James.
true.
It's fine. It's okay. I curse so much I make a sailor blush.
Ha. Speaking of blush, Chelsea Green. There you go.
Okay.
Fuck, that was so cringe.
Hey, at
It
least
was,
tried.
but you
tried.
have to
tried.
say her name that way.
Oh, God.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah, I know.
All right. That brings us back to Ash.
I'm trying to find the women's roster list because I don't remember who's on the roster.
It's mental gymnastics, I will say.
Yeah. Just trying to find the list because I am super bad with names.
It's hard to remember who's injured and not out and stuff too.
Yep.
Right?
I pulled up SmackDown Hotel because they have little marks on the top left of their screen showing whether or not they're injured or not.
Got you.
Is that a website?
Yeah, SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
SmackDownHotel.com.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay.
SmackDown Hotel. AJStylesLike.com.
The house he built.
Oh yeah, true. I forgot he was a SmackDown guy for a while. This is where
He
this
built
is where
it, and our truth wanted to know who the contractor was.
Hey AJ, you built this house?
Whose house?
AJ's house.
I'll pick Gigi Dolan.
Ah, there you go.
That brings us to Noah.
Barbara Niven.
Okay. After Noah is Walter.
To no one's surprise, Mamacita.
I wonder why.
Let me know if Lee comes down the hall to smack him upside his head. DJ.
I'm gonna go with someone y'all ain't think I was gonna go with. The Fridge.
For those of you that don't know, that's his nickname for Nia Jax.
Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
accurate.
My late father. The last event we watched together was the Royal Rumble, right? And his nickname for Nia Jax was Barrel Ass.
All right.
Whoa! Whoa!
My hole.
Yeah, for those of you that have not been privy to DJ's spaces, whether he's popped into the ones me and James hosted
Oh
or
god.
Rockin' Ropes, which you can catch every Friday and Sunday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific.
Keep pop.
He is a huge Nia hater.
Yep.
What if I'm a hater?
Yeah, I would say he's more critical. I wouldn't say
Byron Saxon now
Strong,
hates you.
thank you, James. I'm strongly critical, but I wouldn't say I hate her. I think she's a very nice woman.
she is a very nice woman. Nia the Fridge.
You
I
can't
mean,
call-
she
you
hasn't
can't
injured
say-
anyone yet.
You can't say hater
Exactly.
because then that makes you a Jamie Hater fan.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
you put
So,
those two in the same damn ecosystem.
so I've drafted someone from NXT. I've drafted for someone from SmackDown. I'm going to go Raw now. And I'm going to put Caden Carter in here.
Raw is a women's division.
Believe it or not, yes, they do, Noah.
Thank you. You don't even know, Noah. I said the exact same thing to James last week. I was like, Raw's. It seems like Raw's women division is the SmackDown's division now.
Yeah,
Just because it's not booked well does not mean it doesn't exist.
Exactly. Thank you, Ash. Ryan.
Is Nikita Lyons injured?
No.
I do not believe so, no.
All right. Nikita Lyons.
have her eliminate Nia the Fridge.
One or both of them will get injured if we do that.
Hey, hey, some things we need spared. Some of these fates.
James, you're up.
I am. Well, I'll pick real quick, but before I do, I love that DJ was the only one that got the Nia the Fridge reference. Because him and I are YouTube. OGs. Let's go with Bianca Belair.
Oh, you bastard!
Sorry, you can go with the other one.
Late entry into the Rumble for Bianca. Okay.
Yes.
Ash.
Which will probably
I was going to pick Naomi.
Oh, well, sorry, DJ.
All right, Noah, you're up next.
Dakota Kai.
Well, DJ, at least now you can blame Canada.
Walter, you're up.
Blair Davenport.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, DJ.
I'm shocked no one brought her up because you know she's gonna come and show up in some type of cosplay. So, Zelina.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
Selena Vega.
Come out cosplaying as her husband.
Oh.
That's because I forget she has a job until they show her on television.
That's true.
She should just cosplay as a plate of food since she didn't catering so much.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow.
I mean, you're not wrong. She is a snack after all.
I was going to say, James, stop us when we're telling lies.
She's on. Hey, I actually called her a snack, and I agree. So because it's the woman saying it, I concur. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know what? DJ shocked the world earlier by picking Nia Jax. Never thought he would pick.
I was gonna say no one would ever think I'd pick the Fridge.
So I'm going to throw someone that nobody would think I would ever pick in here. I'm putting Candice LeRae in.
Yes.
It's because I inspired you with the Fridge.
I was going to pick her, but I went with Naomi instead.
I actually was going to do Nia if it came back to me and she hadn't been put in yet, but then you did it, DJ, so I couldn't put her in.
So, fun fact, Candice LeRae is the current reigning and defending undisputed speed champion.
Non-existent title.
I thought JJ was going to go with somebody else when he
Just
said,
the
I'm going
amount
to
of
shock
hate
everybody,
Noah-
but I'm not going to say the name.
I know who you thought I was going to go with, Noah. I found this out earlier this week when I was researching some of the people we're going to discuss a little bit later. This might help put a little bit more respect on Speed for you. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Discovered Pete Dunne is one of the producers of Speed. And I know how much you respect Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight.
Well, he's got to be doing something after all.
Something!
Oh, fuck off. No. That was last week.
All right, Ryan, it's on you, sir.
Well, Liv Morgan.
That's who Walter thought I was going to put.
Yep, I was going to say, damn it.
No, you have a more long-standing rivalry with Candice. I knew exactly who you were going with.
Yep. There's personal beef there. All right, James, you're up.
All right. I'm going to throw a monkey wrench into it again, and I'm going with NXT. I'm going to pick Julia.
Ooh.
Damn it, I was going to pick her next.
Sorry.
Woman's
It's okay.
putting a champion in there?
Why not?
Hey, another late entry. Again, who knows who could win this with some of these things? I mean, we could end up with freaking Gigi Doling winning our Rumble. All right, Ash, you're up.
Who has been called already? Because I have not been keeping track.
No worries, I will run them through. You've got Roxanne Perez, Bailey, Fallon Henley, Io Sky, Lyra Valkyria, B-Fab, Charlotte Flair, Michin, Jada Parker, Chelsea Green, Gigi Dolan, Piper Niven, Lola Vice, Nia Jax, Caden Carter, Nikita Lyons, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Dakota Kai, Blair Davenport, Zelina Vega, Candice LeRae, Liv Morgan, and Julia.
Cora Jade.
Okay.
Something tells me you really like the NXT Women's Division.
As she should, damn it.
The
And you know
NXT
the funny
Women's
thing is-
Division is the
mean,
best
it's
division in WWE.
Thank
Accurate.
you.
Yes.
You know what's funny? I'm picking all these NXT
I don't even watch
people.
the product.
I don't watch NXT.
Same.
You should.
Same.
All right, Noah, you're up.
She might become the Kofi Kingston of the women with how dynamic she is. So Ruka.
Oh.
Ooh.
God damn it, Noah!
Plus, I want to see that move in the Rumble.
Right, the
You
Soul
know she's gonna
Snatcher.
get it. Yeah.
Have her go for it,
NXT!
but someone catch her midair and push her out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Walter, you're up.
Only because I think this is gonna happen in real life. She's gonna have a lot of good big spots. Lash Legend.
Ooh.
Fucking DJ's getting his picks jacked.
Hey, I've been getting mine picked. I've been getting mine taken, but it's all good. It's all
Plan
good.
B, Plan C, Plan D, Plan E. Y'all just got backup plans.
You guys
Y'all
just
got to go through the whole alphabet.
by this wheel, okay?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I've already said the wheel's rigged
Yeah, it's always been.
in the past.
Wheel of Unfortune.
You're up, DJ.
I'm gonna just play the safe bet, Natty.
There you go.
Damn you, DJ. That was going to be my last pick.
Everyone took everything I was gonna say. Everything.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. I'm not going to be mad. All right.
No one.
I am going to go back to NXT. And I'm going to put Stephanie Vaquer.
My phone fell.
Primera.
She good.
We're good.
All right, Ryan. The coveted number 30 entrant. Who is it going to be?
Okay, I gotta look at this wheel. So many picks. Who's left?
Decisions.
Okay.
Believe it or not, there's quite a few women left because a lot of NXT chicks were used. More than will probably be in the Rumble, if we're being honest.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's look at SmackDown.
Really, Lee? Of all people, you pick her? Really?
Okay, I gotta look at the wheel one last time.
Let's see.
How is... Okay. Okay, she's been picked. I was gonna say Naomi.
Well, you could go with somebody from Damage Control is probably the best bet.
You know what? Technically, they just got moved over. Technically, they are an active member of the show, albeit they're never booked to be on television.
I know who you going with.
Nikki Cross.
Yep.
She counts.
Yep.
She's on SmackDown. Poor Miz. Can't avoid them.
Let's see who wins this crazy ass Rumble.
Let's go, Fridge.
Come on, Lash Legend.
What?
Only time you'll hear me say this, guys. Let's go, Fridge.
Let's go,
Oh,
Fridge.
God. Nia wins the Rumble. Pass.
Let's
She's
do
gonna
real
win.
life.
And
Come
the
on,
winner
Charlotte
of the
Flair.
first ever Saturday Shenanigans Rumble is
Oh, Piper Niven.
Oh, respect. I really like that.
Piper Niven.
Number 12, put that down in your notes, by the way, folks. Number 12 wins the Women's Rumble.
The secret.
Damn it, one away from my mama Zita.
Yeah, that was about that.
Knows that.
Away from the fridge.
Yeah, it's better than the fridge. That's
Hey,
right.
man.
The sink.
The sink.
All right.
Pretty sure the kitchen sink's got more flow to them.
Hey.
Good counter.
What the fuck, bro? All right. So good shit. So congratulations to Piper Niven for winning the first ever women's Simply Reliable Studios Saturday Shenanigans Royal Rumble.
That's a mouthful.
You won because of random chance. Yeah.
Again, anybody could win on any given night.
I guess.
Like I jokingly told Walter, and a couple of y'all heard this when we were doing the pre-show. If this was the Attitude Era, freaking Taka Michinoku could have won our Rumble.
So what?
You know, we could have had BFAB as the winner of our Royal Rumble. I'm just saying, what would have been better, BFAB or Nia Jax?
You suck for that decision.
Yeah, Noah.
BFAB.
Noah almost
Getting
got
shine
himself
lately.
there. He was like, damn it.
Porky Pig over there.
Go ahead, DJ.
No, I'm saying you can help short circuiting.
Yep, Noah did short circuit.
It happens at times when JJ puts between a rock and a hard place with names I can't stand, but I have to pick the lesser of two evils.
You know who's really pissed off? Big G. We showed Shayna no love.
Shayna has not been shown love since the Black and Gold NXT died a horrible death, and me and him have both accepted that.
Oh God!
Nobody from the Pure Fusion trash collection got added to the Rumble. I'm just saying.
Oh God!
That's for the best.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just hope they find their way out the Shadow Realm.
They don't got King of 10 with them. You are literally picking for straws there, bro.
All right, so it's fun. And again, we'll be doing the men's Rumble at the end of the show prior to the shills. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Since we are a week out from the Rumble, I wanted to do a little bit of Rumble talk here to kick things off because we've been talking, feels like almost every week on some platform, whether it's Spaces, the No DQ Review, Shenanigans, whatever, about how stacked this year's Rumble has the potential of being. And I decided to do a little bit of research because I don't think people realize like the magnitude of the roster that we have right now and the possibilities. I went through and I used Wikipedia for my source. I know Wikipedia is not the most reliable, but that's where I used the rosters from. And I clicked on every male active WWE competitor to look for championship history, whatever. And I wrote down every one of them that has been I won't say world champion because world is loosely used, but the main champion of a respected company. And without even counting Randy Orton, who will more than likely make his return in the Rumble, without counting Brock Lesnar, who is still listed as active, even though he's been kind of quietly MIA since the Vince thing came out. I counted 31 names for a 30-man Rumble that have held a quote-unquote prestigious heavyweight championship across Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
That's a lot.
And again, that doesn't account for surprise entrants. That doesn't account for if Joe Hendry or Nick Nemeth cross over. That's just strictly Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
We believe.
And I figured I would rattle off these names for y'all because we know, even just looking at the 31 names I came up with, not all of them are going to be in the Rumble. Like, for starters, there's an extra name because they only do 30, not 31. And secondly, even if they did 30 of these names, you know people are going to be left off because of surprises, TNA, whatever, NXT people that haven't won a championship yet. that they figure are kind of hot and they may want to do something with, like a Tony D'Angelo. But I just wanted to illustrate for the audience how crazy this is and kind of get people's thoughts on if these people all showed up tomorrow, or excuse me, a week from tonight. Excuse me. Watch. I know, Noah. Like what we would think of this kind of Rumble. So you've got, in alphabetical order, Alex Shelley, Andrade, Braun Breaker, Braun Strowman, Carlito, who is a 17-time WWC Universal Heavyweight Champion at Puerto Rico, Carmelo Hayes, Chris Sabin, CM Punk, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. That's just your first 10 right there. Then you go on, you've got Ethan Page, Finn Balor, John Cena, Johnny Gargano, Karrion Kross, Kevin Owens, who, granted, he's challenging Cody, so he's probably not going to be in the Rumble. So there's your one that you throw off. Kofi Kingston, LA Knight, The Miz, Obafemi. Now you've got 20 right there. Penta, Pete Dunne, Rey Mysterio, Roman Reigns, R-Truth, who a lot of people forget is a 2-time NWA champion, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, and Trick Williams. Like,
Jesus Christ.
That star power right there just seems crazy to me. And that's 4 NXT guys, then they're going to give spots to.
Yep.
Shelley and Sabin ain't going to be in it because they're having a 2 out of 3 falls defending the tag titles against DIY. So DIY ain't going to be in it either.
That's going to slap, man. That's going to
That's going to be Noah's match of the night right there.
Mine too. Mine too. I love all 4 of them.
What?
DIY versus the Motor City Machine Guns, 2 out of 3 falls at the Rumble, sir, for the titles.
Okay, let's freaking go. I might believe in tag team wrestling again on main roster WWE. Let's fucking go.
Right? It cannot
At
get
least
any
for
better
one
than
night
that.
only.
Right? Even if it is one night, it can't get any better than that.
I agree.
Tell me
I
when
agree,
I'm
Ash.
telling lies.
I agree. All
Tell
right.
me when I am telling lies.
Hyped over that match.
Rob, make the pizza plates special again.
Pizza plates? Is that what we're calling them?
We know who Ash is a fan of. She got hyped.
For real, though.
Hey, I've been fucking with Motor City Machine Guns since 2010, and that's when I started watching TNA.
Well, oh my
Respect.
God, you watched TNA in 2010. God,
That's when I started watching it. I shit you not. Okay, so here's the picture. This is July 1st, aka where I come from, Canada Day. That's when we celebrate our country. I'm at the Canada Day fair at our park. It is boiling fucking hot out. I just chugged like a shit ton of lemonade. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm bored, so I'm gonna go back home. And I'm flipping through the channel. I was like, oh, hey, it's TNA. It's that company I've been hearing about because I used to watch a lot of YouTube reviewers, and I sat in. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be watching this now.
Oh, boy.
And you stuck through it during the worst era in TNA history to the promise that is at now.
I listened to YouTube reviews, and I thought, I should watch this.
So
yeah.
Just to paint a picture, Ash basically came into TNA the same type of way that I came into NXT, because I came in the 2.0 era, arguably the worst era of NXT.
Yeah.
And I'm still with it despite all that.
Right.
Whereas it drove people like Noah and James away, it hooked me in that horrible era. And I've seen it grow since then.
Yep.
Whereas they came in the black and gold and watched it fall.
That's when I came in for NXT as well. 2017. That's when I started watching. Actually, no, I started watching in 2015.
There you go.
And then I kind of stopped. I lost interest in 2016. And then the way I got hooked back into NXT was it was Takeover Brooklyn 3. And I found out Adam Cole signed to NXT. So I'm like, oh, do not get me started with Adam Cole. You do not want to get me started with Adam Cole. Yeah. And I tuned in. And then just to see if he'd make an appearance. And I did. And he did. And on my old channel, my YouTube channel that's still up, there's a video of me reacting to Adam Cole making his NXT debut.
Oh, God. Okay.
And I'm marking out like a motherfucker.
All three men up the same night at the end of the show, of course, with Kyle Riley and Roderick Strong when the Undisputed Era was born.
Before it was, don't get me started on that. No. Not Red Dragon.
What a game!
Fuck off, Noah.
I love
2010 TNA wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't that.
It was not.
Right. There was some good stuff to be had.
It went completely off the rails when they lost the TV deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's fair.
Yep.
You can't tell me 2000.
At least you could still watch TNA in 2010. Well, sure. I don't know. Maybe.
Go ahead.
Maybe you have a deathly allergic allergy to, Hulk Hogan.
Go ahead, DJ.
You're still here.
No, so like in terms of this tag match, I'm kind of excited about it because in my eyes, they have a huge bar to set in terms of 2 out of 3 falls match and tag team matches. Like that stipulation right there. FTR and Gin and Juice put on one of the best matches of all time.
Yes.
All time. Like that 2 out of 3 falls match was one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen. So like, and people are still nostalgic of the old DIY, but that's not the same DIY we have today.
No.
So I'm hoping that Motor City Machine Guns can bring out that old DIY that we miss, that they've been trying to recapture the past few months. But like I said, I have a giant standard for it to follow going into, you know what I mean? So
yep.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not trying to sit here and openly shit on the match. That's why I'm stating I have a high standard for it, like off.
Yeah.
Well, again, here's the thing. Hi, Jeff. There's a certain standard of expectation we set as fans based on what we watch. As somebody that watches international wrestling verbatim, I've seen TNA and ROH, Stardom, New Japan. I've seen, of course, great free fall matches. You brought up an incredible one from AEW Collision. I think about FTR versus the Briscoes as well during Ring of Honor. I also think about great 2 out of 3 fall matches back in a heyday when WWE was at the peak of those at a time where you saw somebody come back literally from a 0 to deficit. It's one of those things, though, with the caliber of these two teams that we're dealing with, even under a WWE banner, this could be one of the best tag team matches we see all year if these teams are able to get their shit in and do what they're able to do best.
Especially for WWE, because WWE has shown throughout their history that they really don't give a shit about tag team wrestling.
Right?
So, like, like for them to give, and Triple H has kind of been different in his regime, trying, at least attempting to give tag teams more notoriety and notability, like, Fraxium, and bringing in Motor City Machine Guns, and, and bringing in GOD and having them be the tag team champions for a while. And so there's he's trying to highlight some tag teams, and I want him to treat tag teams like how they used to be. Tag teams used to be treated as main eventers too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be just, we should worry about this one guy. No, if you could get a group over, it would be. It's like you can only get one guy over, or I got to get 5 guys over. You can't do in between.
Exactly. That's the risk you take with tag team wrestling if not booked correctly. I mean, hell, DIY used to main event over tag team titles. They fought against AOP in a ladder match that defined one of the best matches in their tag team career.
So sweet.
And then they desecrated one of the best rivalries of that entire NXT era. But that being said, from my NXT, damn it! back to this gentleman's NXT. I will say verbatim, your team Frexium has probably been the most effective tag team as of late across professional wrestling. Congratulations.
Every time
which is crazy. Yeah, I was going to say, which is crazy because every time they defend the titles, we think that's going to be the time that they lose.
Exactly.
And they keep on going. They're like TNA themselves. They're just the fucking little engine that could.
Hard to kill.
I will say, it would be real interesting if they do DIY rivalry that they did in NXT on the main roster. When those two were beefing and they were going at it in NXT.
Oh, they were.
That was
they
some
were.
best
man.
matches.
Oh, that was so good.
From the I Quit match to the Last Man Standing to Gargano leaving to coming back with a freaking unsanctioned match. Good God. Anyway.
There's a lot.
So good.
So anyway, the Rumble.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was going to piggyback real quick to what Ryan said because we got a little carried away there on DIY, but it's fine. It all kind of ties together.
No, I love it.
Why are you apologizing? You sit here and you watch the show every week. You know this shit happens.
I'm Canadian.
If it wasn't you,
to apologize.
If it wasn't you that did it, it would have been Walter or James or Noah, somebody. It didn't matter.
And 9 out of 10 times, Ash, there's a reason why I'm in the center of the madness. I'm the one that usually pulls things back into the Renegade, but you literally piqued my interest in the topic that I can relate to and love. So, welcome to Shenanigans. I love your conversation. I love your brain.
I do.
Thank you.
And also, it's usually my fault that we have to peel it back.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
the
waiting
fact
for
that
the
we
moment.
don't have to blame James this time is a good thing.
Not yet. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
JJ,
you can
it's
blame
still,
the Canadian.
it's still early in the show. I could still pull out that freaking phrase of this.
I
person.
know.
That's
why I said. That's why I said.
Wait, hang on. Why did you hesitate? What the fuck am I to you, my good friend?
Do you really want me to answer that? Do you really want me to
I was
answer
about
that?
to say, if I'm not a person, what the hell am I?
No, don't time out this. Don't time out this, Walter. This is getting good. Let them go. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Okay.
You
It was 'cause
really
Ryan was
wanted
like
me
being
to
all
tell
patient
you what
with
I
his
think
hands
you
up.
are.
That's
You
why.
want to know what I think? Super
Yes.
simple as that. Now back to the American Wrestling, JJ Williams.
Oh, you bitch.
I was just gonna say real quick before I throw it to Ryan, who was so patiently raising his hand through all this chaos. I was gonna piggyback off of something he said, so it's perfect, and then I'll throw it back to him. He can rebuttal if he wants and then make his other point. The only reason TNA in 2010 was deemed bad is if you followed TNA prior to that.
Ding.
It like I said, it's very much a comparison of 2.0 NXT, 2010 TNA, black and golden before, and silver and black, and we are where we are now with TNA. It's very much a when you came in type of thing, because I go back to watching TNA since 2003 when they did the 1-year anniversary pay-per-view for a penny. And they were still doing weekly pay-per-views. They hadn't even got a TV deal yet. So I go back way before Ash does, seeing guys like Chris Sabin and the now king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian,
Not a
and
king.
Petey Williams and AJ Styles and Low Key and all these guys like cutting their teeth in the X division. And now, they've all gone on to bigger and better things. Like 99% of the reason why I went to PWG that first time for All-Star Weekend 1, Night 1, was because a good chunk of TNA guys were going to be there and was going to be the only way I could see TNA, because at that point they weren't traveling outside of Florida and Tennessee. So them coming to the West Coast was a pipe dream, as now we're going to have Rebellion at the campus of USC this year, So being able to see those guys I just named, Styles, Sabin, Petey, Daniels, Samoa Joe, this far away from me, having Joe land at my feet when he jumps outside the ring, this was things that made me want to go, to see. And at this point in time, it was a 2-year-old company.
Yep.
So
Indeed.
Go ahead, Ryan. You were so patient.
Okay. Okay, so TNA was bad before 2010. TNA was bad after 2010. They have had a series of up periods and down periods the entire time. They were never hot straight for a long time. They always had high profile wrestling, but there was a lot of stops at the front of that, right? Now, they set up a Hulk Hogan Jeff Jarrett match, right? We never got that, right? This was when Hulk Hogan probably still had one solid match left in him, but he used it to negotiate a contract with the WWE. We got Shawn Michaels instead. But wrestling has ups and downs. Every company goes through them. 2010 was not the worst period for TNA wrestling. That's my point.
All right, I'll give you that. And I mean, talk about tag team wrestling, freaking Team 3D, America's Most Wanted. Bear! Money, of course.
Money!
Hey, she gets it. It's just one of those things where, yeah, there was some ups and downs. Then you have 15 different networks that no one knew anything about, from Pop to Destination America to Twitch to Access TV, which is still probably oblivious. But
they should have gave Viacom a piece of that pie when it was hot.
I agree. What was that?
And TNA here in Canada airs on Sportsnet 360, where Monday Night Raw used to be on 7 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah,
but
I'm like JJ.
Looking at the tag team match, I'm curious how long it's actually going to go. 2 out of 3 falls match, I want at least 25, 30 minutes out of this.
I agree with you.
I don't want 2 quick falls, then we get to the match.
No.
Yeah.
But in a night this is why the Royal Rumble needs to be 2 nights. SummerSlam don't need to be 2 nights necessarily, but the Royal Rumble needs to be. You have 2 hour plus long matches already guaranteed on the card. It's going to go 3.5 hours.
Probably.
And we only got 4 matches announced. This is going to be rough.
Yeah.
On the timing.
Because, it makes sense for them to start with a Rumble, then you have match. Then you end with a Rumble. That's kind of been the format for WWE's Royal Rumble pay-per-views as of late, since they introduced the women's Rumble these last few years.
Yeah. It's probably going to start with the women's Rumble, and we're probably going to end with the men's. Unless they're really pushing the women this year for some reason.
That just
not for some reason.
Nowhere. Just all the TNA knockouts cross the line, and it's like a showcase Rumble versus a Rumble of actual. This person should be the winner and go on to WrestleMania. Insert name here. ...
Hey, listen. With the fact that Flair and everybody's coming back, we know how much they love her. I wouldn't be surprised if the women's Rumble was last and they start with the men's.
Nah, I still think the men's got more.
John Cena is currently the betting odds favorite for this event.
Yeah, I don't think the women are going to main event over Punk, Cena, Reigns,
Rollins. Keep going. Drew McIntyre.
I don't want to come off as anti-women. I don't want to come off as anti-women.
You're not.
But they don't outdraw the men this year.
No, they do not. They do not. Especially with the names involved in the men's Rumble. That's totally valid.
Yeah, you got to look at the end of the day. WWE is marketing, branding, business.
Yeah. It's a business.
Gotta look at the biggest money makers. Gotta look at what the eyes are going to be on the most. And this Royal Rumble this year, everyone's going to be focused on that men's. If nothing else, 2 of the biggest stars in the company's history are in it: Roman Reigns and John Cena.
And that's not even accounting for the potential return of Randy Orton.
Yep.
And the huge question mark, Edward Nigma style, will The Rock enter?
I didn't even think about that. But yeah.
If The Rock enters to kickstart that feud leading to him and Roman or him and Cody at the WrestleMania, it's definitely a main event match right there, just on his name alone. Forget the others that we already mentioned.
Yep.
You know, the only reason I would see to do the men's match first is if you want to make sure that KO can't enter after losing the title match to Cody.
That's true. Yeah. He's worked double duty before, literally after a championship match. I remember him hobbling.
So
KO's gonna be dead after the match.
That's what I'm saying. But to Noah's point, he's hobbled to the ring before to do it. So who's to say he wouldn't again?
I mean, you know, if he's that hell bent on, you know,
they need to ship him off to a local medical facility.
And he'll drive the ambulance back Austin style and enter the Rumble.
What?
And babyface turn?
I mean, you know, he's flip-flopped before. Well, but I mean, he also could just literally pull a Stone Cold, get blasted before he enters the match, get thrown in freaking, you know, Titantron or something like that, or that LED stage, still find a way over whoop ass and win the damn thing. 2001.
I wonder what they would call an ambulance. The paramedic vehicle has arrived. Go ahead, DJ. Sorry.
That's it. He got it. Damn it, Jags! You freaking idiot!
There we go. All right, go ahead, DJ.
Oh no, I listened to that much really to add to this.
I just wanted to get you a little bit active because you looked like you were starting to doze off there, like you're getting tired, bro.
Off, but I'm really just like somewhat listening because I'm like, I really don't have much to contribute. I'm kind of just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too, man. For once, I just like, yeah. I don't need a fantasy book shit. I can just enjoy it.
I'm just, I was gonna say I'm kind of just looking forward to it. I agree from the standpoint of the women shouldn't this year. They ain't main eventing that thing. I'm sorry, not until you get that NXT crop up there and everybody's interested in that roster the same way we're interested in the NXT women's roster now. But with the star power the men have, there's no, especially with this Rumble, there's no fucking way that going on last. They want whoever wins that men's Rumble to end the night pointing at that fucking sign.
The first time we'll see that sign, by the way, too.
Exactly. And if it's like I said, the
sign's right over here. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
You saw the sign?
In my
right there.
Non-copyright.
I just show my age, JJ.
Little bit.
Jesus.
We're all old.
I want to see
that.
Yeah.
I gotta see. Oh my god.
Where's Josh when you need him to be like, I don't get it.
Right. He was supposed to be here, but he had something come up.
Sorry. Josh is gonna be so pissed. He's gonna be so pissed. He sees this stuff. Like,
just the way you said it though. It's just what?
Wait, hold on.
Josh is our Cowboys DJ. He's our young boy.
Go.
Is iShow Speed in the Rumble?
Speed. No, he's recording it.
Apparently he's just invited to be there.
Just brought that up without the Prime bottle on.
Timeout, since you brought that up, JJ, Ryan, Walter, we're kicking your fucking ass tomorrow. Team Rock and Ropes. Even though I'm the host and I'm not supposed to be biased, I'm repping my team right now.
I don't know where this went, but bottom line, Ash, you and I might be on the verge of the tag team match of the year if WWE treats tag team wrestling correctly. But again, Royal Rumble, they need to really find a sweet spot for it. So it's not only the focus, what afterwards is just a cool down. And that being said, still a lot more to go around the countdown to the Royal Rumble. Let's give the show back to JJ after that incredible conversation, okay?
I didn't have a whole lot to talk about tonight because we were going to have our Rumbles kind of be the focus points, you know. I wanted to get a little bit of Rumble conversation. I wanted to make that point about the people that could participate in the Rumble match. You know, I didn't really want to get into any downer news, you know, and bring the room down, but the big news going around the interwebs this week was regarding Britt Baker's standing in AEW.
Ooh. Oh boy.
And And I mean, we've talked about women pretty heavily here tonight. We even did our own women's rumble. So I thought we could kind of segue into that. And then the most recent person, apparently, who's made their feelings known about their lack of usage is somebody that I know the Simple Man adores greatly. Long may she fucking reign. Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo has now apparently come out and spoken about her lack of television.
No.
Oh, right when he's about to say right when he says lack of television time, immediate cutoff.
Womp 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 womp.
Tony Khan got somebody. See what $1 billion buys you? He keeps hacking us.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, Jay.
Right. But apparently, Deonna Purrazzo has now made her feelings felt about her lack of usage. And honestly, with her, I can't say I blame her. She's been with the company now for a year, and you wouldn't really know it.
Right, because she's stuck in ROH purgatory.
Yeah, especially when somebody else came to Boston 2 months later and now holds 4 championships. And Deonna Purrazzo can't even sniff a Ring of Honor title.
Yeah. You know what's really sad? I forgot Rev Pro had a women's division.
You did? Well, Mina Shirakawa was previously the champion. Then prior to that was Danny Luna, and WWE's been keeping eyes on Rena recently, who's made strides.
In my defense, I know about Rev Pro. I just don't watch it enough, or I don't really watch it that much or follow it. I just know about it.
That's fair. That's fair. Even I have not enough time to watch everything on Internet Archive. I just know a little bit, especially with Mina Shirakawa feeding over that title with Danny Luna and Michael Oku being the previous Rev Pro heavyweight. But that's a whole different conversation.
No, you got to remember, not everybody's you, bud.
I know that, James. Thank you.
Well, I feel he kind of got shafted with the whole draft thing. So we'll go to DJ to speak on this first. Because I know that he tends to be kind of opinionated about Tony Khan and his bookings. So your thoughts on the Britt Baker and Deonna Purrazzo situation?
So with the Deonna thing, I always said when he brought her in, she was just a shiny new toy, and she was only going to be around until Tony got another bigger shiny new toy. And that's exactly what happened. She got, and the same thing happened with Camille. Like it happened to Camille first. Camille signed in February of last year and wasn't on TV until what, October, September this year when she started this stuff with Mercedes, if that, and was only around for like 3 months before they just, you're gone. This isn't working. So like, I feel like Deonna just was dealt a bad hand. And she got CM Punk'd in terms of she was told one thing and Tony Khan went and did another. Tony told CM Punk, listen, I want you to come in, help us draw money, get interest, sell us some tickets. But that's not what it was about in the long run. CM Punk found that up, and he said that publicly in the Ariel Helwani interview. Yep. That he was sold a bill of goods. And there's plenty of other people who don't have the same platform of CM Punk who can't say that publicly. Because they're afraid for their jobs. They're afraid if they do say it, they won't get another job in the industry because shit like that happens. Look at Lufisto. Lufisto is a prime example of what happens when you go into the AEW women's locker room and you're not a part of the clique. And Britt Baker at that time was the queen of that clique. She was the head of that ship. And I feel like with her position where she's at now and where Tony's like, I don't want to deal with this no more, it's because she's been gone so long. She's not the same. She doesn't have the same worth she had when she was coming up into the company. She's not the same up and coming face anymore. Tony's had Soraya's come in, Deonna Purrazzo's come in, Tony Storm's come in, Mercedes Moné's come in. There are big
Valkyrie's come in.
You know what I mean? There are so many bigger commodities than Britt now. Just because you're a homegrown name doesn't mean that much to Tony anymore. So like, it sucks to be Britt outs, especially how Tony treats people when they're on the outs. He just doesn't talk to you. He'll just leave.
Like, it's just passive aggressive shit, bro. I can't stand that
leave
shit.
you the fuck alone. That's what it is. And to people who sit here and say, oh, well, we should be happy that Tony's giving all these people these job opportunities and giving them all these money and blah, blah, blah. There are people currently there right now who want to fucking work, who want to do their job, who want to participate and help this company. And Tony won't let them.
Ricky Starks.
Their friends. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
No, I was about to say Canada, it's cold, but you're not wrong.
No, everything I'm saying, but not just Ricky. Like, there has been plenty of people in the past before the Ricky Starks and Ray Phoenix situation that Tony has done this type of shit to. The Joey Janela's of the world, the Chavo Guerreros of the world. So it just sucks. It sucks because you have a guy who sits here and just acts wishy-washy with you when you're not on his good side. And like I said, I'm only critical of Tony as a booker and as a businessman because this is his company. I want it to succeed. If it's not succeeding, it won't stay along. Again, one of my friends, Awful Wrestling, said the faucet will go as long as someone leaves the water on. At some point, Shad Khan's going to say, Tony, you're bleeding too much money. It doesn't matter if it's today, if it's 5 years from now, if it's 6 years from now or 6 months from now. At some point, the faucet will stop running. Tony will not fund this if he's not in charge of this. And that's a big issue in the long run. Because again, I want AEW to succeed. I want it to be around for the long one. If they're not around to be on WWE's ass, they get complacent again. And then we go back to where we just were 6 years.
Let's not.
And there's no one to contest it.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, I went on a little soliloquy. My bad.
We all do.
No, you're good for going on your soliloquy. I just wanted to bring into the room, since he's finally able to join us, although not on camera. Jeff Meacham is in the house.
Oh, Jeff's on.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Jeff, even though you're not on camera, meet Shadow Batash, and you actually get to see DJ's face finally.
He has a face. Oh my god! And hello, Ash. Good to meet you as well.
Hello. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I am officially off camera due to changing policy since my last appearance from the location I'm at. However, the picture in my avatar is from earlier today, so I'm technically here anyway, so it's okay.
I was going to say, if you don't know where he is, just look at the picture in his avatar. Oh boy.
That's literally the boss congratulating me on my grand return today. So there you go. So I am here. I am done with training day 1 out of, it turns out, 7. God help me. There will be no Royal Rumble for Jeff Meacham next week. Or Grand Slam Australia, or Saturday's main event, or maybe not even WrestleMania. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm here and I'm getting paid. So no complaints.
That's right.
There you go.
Getting that cheddar.
Priorities over passion.
Cheddar, work for the mouth.
Damn it, Ash!
Hey, why are we damning Ash? That worked perfectly, damn it.
I know it did. Look at Jeff with the softball. She fucking swung.
That just means that she fits in perfectly with this band of misfits.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
I was about to say, the more she speaks, the more I like her.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am.
If we can lob a joke up where I can still say PC in my language and get a good laugh at everybody else, and we're good. Where I'm at, we're gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since you just joined us and you're unmuted, let me go ahead and inform you that the winner of the very first women's Simply Reliable Studios Rumble is Piper Niven.
Ah.
And we are currently talking about the Britt Baker, Deonna Purrazzo situations with AEW and how Britt has basically been forcefully taken off of television due to her shenanigans, and how Purrazzo has made it clear here recently that she is more than displeased about her lack of usage on television. Since you just popped in and we're kind of going around the horn, what do you think? And then we'll move up to Ash.
It just drives me stark raving mad that more talent in AEW get underutilized to the point where they want to leave. It is driving me crazy, especially talent like Deonna Purrazzo, like Britt Baker, like Ricky Starks, like Ray Phoenix, who, God bless him, tweeting out that cage photo before he had the good sense to take silly tweets down. They're going to get him in more trouble. Did we talk about that earlier? Anyway, God damn it, Corey. Anyway, gosh darn it, G. Williker. Oh, Corey, sorry, wrong language around here. It's I heard most of DJ's soapbox rant, as he called it, so I can pretty much just say, yep, because that's what's happening. It's at this point, it's a matter of when and not if, because Papa Khan is not going to deal with it too much longer. Tony Khan is not going to be able to justify it to Papa Khan. Nick Khan can't come save this company with his business, and Shaka Khan is just Shaka Khan. So, good for her.
Khan.
And then Rocket Khan is going through some shit. So.
And then Rocket Khan's been going through shit since about 2010. And then there's just Ricardo Montalban, who's Khan, but he's been dead for a while, so it's okay. Anyway, lots of Khan jokes because that's what I can do.
Great, we're gonna have a hit on Genghis Khan soon enough.
Genghis Khan was a.
All I have to say about this is Khan. Khan.
There it is.
Genghis Khan was a less ruthless dictator of Vince McMahon. I said it. I mean it. Anyway, I'm going to hell. That's okay. It's just that was street. I've been in Mr. Toad's so I'm perfect. I'm nearby. By the way, found out today, ironically enough, we were going over this during our chats this morning. JJ, you may be aware of this, but the rest of you may not be. The actual ride course of Alice in Wonderland, do you know that the reason it is so hot in the point of the ride where you go through the dancing cards in the Rose Garden, because it's literally over the hell scene in Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
Damn.
No, you literally go through and hell is below you. It couldn't be any more freaking symbolic if they tried. And apparently they didn't try very hard because you're in the same building. But
you can't talk about being in hell when you're in the happiest place on earth.
Well, no. There's literally a scene in Mr. Toad's Wild Ride where the driver, if you're Mr. Toad, you drive and you get in a car accident and you go before a judge and they sentence you to death and they kill you and you go to hell. And it's hot. The scene in the dark ride is hot. And that scene of that ride is housed under a different scene in the Alice in Wonderland ride. So it just made for a very weird coincidence I didn't know about until 10 o'clock this morning. There you go. Anyway, AEW. I'm going to be eternally frustrated with that place until I hit my head so hard I become another Bill Goldberg hitting my head against the wall for no good bloody reason.
Please don't do that.
No, trust me. I have enough concussions just this week. I'm good at the head trauma. Thank you.
Good man.
I hope for Britt. I hope for Deonna. I hope for Ricky. I hope for Ray that they can stay put and idle until they are able to escape from that long walk down the green mile of career death. Because once they get out of that cesspool, WWE will definitely know what to do with Ray Phoenix. Pento's already over like friggin' Rover. Deonna was in the system before, but she wasn't the Deonna Purrazzo we know now. She'll get another good break. Ricky Starks has been due for WWE since he was in the NWA. Like, Jesus Christ, let my Ricky go. As far as Britt, Britt is one of those, she's polarizing. She's very much like Charlotte. You don't know what to believe half the time with some of the shenanigans that get said about her. So if she's staying on the straight and narrow path and she's behaving herself, then when she's able to get free and clear of the con choke, Pop H can give her a call.
Jeff, can I ask you a quick question, if you don't mind?
Always.
Do you think that WWE is hearing any of like these issues that Tony's having with Britt in terms of her attitude towards the rest of the locker room and other girls?
I can almost guarantee that they are. There's a reason that the WWE is running so much better now that it's under the helm of quote unquote former locker room disruptors. did we ever think sitting in this room, and I think every one of us has been a fan since then, if not soon after, that DX would literally be running WWE?
Oh, no. Nope.
That's not without reason. Granted, 1997, Shawn was Dark Shawn, and Hunter was just pick up the pieces behind him like freaking Pooper Scooper H. But now they're both clear-headed, and they've both been through the dark. They've been in the trenches. They've seen what disruption can do. At the same time, my personal opinion, Britt Baker is talented enough and shrewd enough and has enough of a look where I'm not saying she's Shawn Michaels. Let me be clear on that. However, she's talented enough where if they can rein in the bull, she's an asset, not a liability.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then kind of piggyback off that, if you think they take Britt, do you think they would eventually take Tessa then, since, kind of the same principle?
Without showing my, I can't actually show my face, so it's kind of a moot point, but without showing my hand too much, Tessa's a different situation.
Okay.
Britt, while having a quote unquote attitude problem, it was more of just, diva-ish, high school drama. Tessa's complaints are a lot deeper, and you heard what the crowd at Genesis did to her. So I don't know if WWE, how willing they are to help. Now, keep in mind, they want to put up with Hogan. And again, I am forever a Hulk Hogan fan. I'm just not a Terry Bollea fan. I'll say that. So if they're willing to put up with the very likely backlash of Hogan being around, and the fact that Tully was at Science Main Event tonight is a good sign that they're willing to look the other way as long as people can behave themselves. Britt's definitely on that. Britt definitely has a seat in that lifeboat off the Titanic that is AEW. Tessa is still hanging off the side of the ship trying to hope for a spot, I think. But her match with Jordan went a long way. I think her attitude since returning to TNA is going a long way right now. Yep. But it's, week 3, week 4?
Week 4.
As the kids say, let's have it cook for a little while longer before we decide if Tessa's going to be able to move on up to the big time.
And we ain't talking about, making it cook like, you cook a chicken bake at fucking Costco either.
Britt Baker should come out with Glenn Jacobs at the same time. And if you don't get that reference, you're too young.
Now, you know what though? I think Glenn will live fake Diesel more down than he will Isaac Yankum. God bless Glenn Jacobs, even though his politics are what they are. We're in a political show. But man, yeah, I want so bad. And again, I'm biased. Britt's a friend. Much like the backlash against Nikki Bella returning, Nicole and Brie are friends. Like I can't be that guy anymore. I used to be JJ, used to be that guy. But gotta play it straight now and admit that I can't be unbiased. And again, as far as that comment, we don't know if Britt actually sandbagged Thunder. That's Rosa saying something and Britt saying something else. A lot of what's going on with Britt is hearsay. And if you listen to the interview that they cut with Max, give me a second. I have a PA announcer that I can't even go over.
Dot.
I just want to say there's there's a fake Diesel figure at Walmart right now that you can go buy.
Yes, there is.
What?
That was the most random advertisement I've ever heard.
No, because we were talking about Glenn's personality as Isaac Yankum, and I said that people live down fake Diesel far more than he will Isaac Yankum. So that was actually a perfect segue. Noah's tuning out the non-essentials, as you do, and I love you for that. That's good. You're good, bro. Sorry, they had to make it happen in English and Spanish because we are inclusive here at the Magic Kingdom. Anyway, I forgot where I was, so somebody help me get back to where I was before the PA interrupted me.
Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, 2 different.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you. A lot of Brit stuff is hearsay, and if you listen to the interview that Max cut, that's why I got to that. He go, think about what you're saying. I did this, and nothing happened to me. Was it really that big of a deal if nobody actually got suspended? Let's just think about that, Mr. Journalist. He was cooking some poor schmuck in an interview, so good on him for it, as Max do. Tessa is different. Tessa has had multiple accusations of the same basic thing thrown against her. I am not saying that anybody is not capable of change or bettering themselves or showing that they can work in a team environment and be maybe not remorseful, but apologetic and be able to rein in their tendencies in order to salvage their career. And God forbid we do business. Right, Punk? Right, Hangman Page? Right, Matt and Nick? Anyway, but is WWE willing to let Tessa do business? Are they willing to just agree with me that the stuff with Britt is hearsay? Are they? There's a lot of factors. From what we hear, Triple H is running a very harmonious locker room. Same with Shawn Michaels NXT. I've seen the NXT locker room firsthand. Those people love each other, and it would take quite a bit for a 1997 atmosphere to show up at NXT. I haven't been in the main roster locker room in WWE ever, so I can't speak for that. But I think the people we've been talking about the last few minutes are talented enough where they should at least have the opportunity.
My only issue with that, Jeff, is I'm worried that Britt's starting to have the reputation of a female Austin Aries. Yes, Austin Aries was a phenomenal talent, but he was a fucking malcontent as a person. And I just feel like it's gonna be a hard, like I said, I don't think WWE is gonna want to, or any other company is gonna want to deal with that going forward, dealing after knowing how bad Austin Aries was in his prime.
So again, my argument, but I'm okay with it in this case because I'm not Austin Aries' friend. I know for Jesus Christ, fireworks are starting. Anyway, I know for a fact Austin Aries is a piece of shit, and he deserves everything he gets sitting on the sideline doing nothing with his life. I got music and shit behind me, so I'm gonna bounce out for now and try to pop in if I can.
All right.
Okay.
And there goes Jeff Meacham as we return to the regular wrestling JJ Williams. But again, I'm always going to be one of those where it's like people aren't necessarily who they are forever based on what you used to know them as. See what they become in the present and see if they are worthy of another chance. Now, I believe before he went to go do some other extracurricular activity, it is now on Ash to go ahead and talk more on the topic. That is the DMD and the Virtuosa maybe going to WWE. Ash, what do you got to say regarding this?
I mean, it's a very misfortunate situation when it comes to like people wanting to leave and how Tony Khan decides to handle business. It's really sad and it's kind of like petty and childish. And I'm just hoping like wherever Britt Baker, Ricky Starks, and everyone who wants to leave, once their contract ends up, I hope like whoever they join books them very well. And that's all I could ask for.
That's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, you do the best out of whatever situation you are dealt with. And if you are having trouble with the situation you're in, but there's not a way out for the time being, maybe you do what Jon Moxley did and just ride out the contract and then go from there. But again, Jon Moxley also a whole different dynamic versus when he was in WWE. And of course, Deonna Purrazzo was very vocal at her first time in NXT and WWE. Of course, at one point, literally with Chris Van Vliet talking about how wrestling more so wasn't providing for her, was hurting her. So she found other hobbies like history. Case in point, earning her degree from South New Hampshire University. Congratulations to the Virtuosa.
I was about to say, if wrestling doesn't work out for Britt Baker, at least she has her dentistry to fall back on.
True that. She's already demonstrated how dedicated she has been or trying to be to both. But then again, coming back after a mini stroke, you're never truly the same way again as somebody. That's
another thing that like makes me like nervous.
I think that'll affect her dentistry more than her wrestling.
Yeah, a little bit for sure.
Well, again, hindsight though is definitely with 2020. That being said, JJ is going to be rebooting. So thank you for that, Ash. Walter, we now go to you. Apparently, I've become the impromptu host. Damn it, I'm only supposed to do this one time of year. How'd this happen to me? Walter, what do you have to say regarding Britt, Deonna, Ricky, the AEW atmosphere with those, let's call it what it is, disgruntled workers? And do you see this continuing to be an ongoing activity unless something happens? Is it just those handful few? Is it starting to expand beyond, let's call it is, originals and names brought in that you thought were having a bigger aspect? I mean, again, Camille, injured or not, yeah, I was expecting big face for Camille, but that's a whole different conversation. What you guys say regarding about the two people in particular we're talking about, and Ricky Starks, you want to include him?
I'm pretty much on the same page as everybody else. Look, Tony Khan has fumbled the bag so bad to the point I talked to JJ earlier that I'm gonna wait a couple of months, but I'm gonna do a top 10 of people that he's fumbled the bag with, to the point that it probably can be a shenanigan and we can all come up with 10. Like, it's starting to be too much at this point. Like, I don't even think it is gonna be like a private show. Like, he is screwed. He's had his hand on some great professional wrestlers and he just let them slip through his fingers. And there was a time where his women's division can rival anyone's, but it's starting to not feel that way anymore. He's still doing well with the ROH with Athena's run, but that's really the only thing he's got going in terms of women's division. Everything else, he's screwing up bad. Like, how did you screw up the Virtuosa the way you did? But JJ said it right, because a month later, Mercedes came and started collecting belts, and now you forgot about Virtuosa. So it's like you screwed up. Granted, I know Thunder Rosa got hurt, then she had her little controversy, but she's back. Like, you have a lot of people you have that can rival. I won't go as far as rival TNA's Knockouts division because nobody's touching that. But you can rival WWE's main roster women's division if you do it right. But he's screwing up so bad that it's to the point where I can literally do one of those top 10 videos. I'm going to wait a couple months because I want to see what happens with Malachi Black and all these people, because I don't want to make the list and then he screws up like 4 or 5 more people and I'm like, shit, they could have been on the list. Unless I end up doing a part 2 or something, but I'll talk with JJ about that. But it's almost to the point where I feel like all of us can come up with 10 people because he's really fumbling the bag.
JJ would say that's fair. JJ, Ash, and Walter have spoken their piece. Anything you want to say beyond this, or do you want to delegate to one of the other 2 men here in the top row? Now you can resume your host duties.
Yes, thank you very much for holding things down for me. For whatever reason, when Jeff popped in, I started to get like a bunch of lag and latency issues on my end. I'm not blaming him. It just is what it is.
Technology.
But now that I'm back and there doesn't seem to be that issue. The one thing that I wanted to bring up, and this kind of goes back to what DJ said, and even though I was hearing things choppy on my headset, I was using my phone to still keep tabs of the conversation so I didn't miss anything. But I believe it was DJ that brought up the point of Britt kind of being labeled an Austin Aries. And I don't think it would go that far. But let's not forget that there was another gentleman that the AEW locker room tried to peg as being cancerous, being difficult to work with. And ever since he jumped over to WWE, you've heard nothing but positive things. And that's the Second City Saint. You know, it could just be that Britt needs a new environment. Tony Khan, for better or for worse, and I think we can all agree to this, even you, Noah, but he has allowed the company to devolve into this place where a lot of times it seems like the inmates run the asylum. And with the issues that Britt has had over the years with Thunder Rosa, with Lufisto, with MJF recently, she was allowed to be that bitch for the better part of 4 years until she got injured. And then once she got injured and was out of sight, out of mind, we saw a bunch of other women join the roster, as was pointed out. We saw other women rise up the roster, like Julia Hart, like Willow, like Stat. and it's just starting to seem like it's not her field anymore. She's now the visiting team instead of the home team. And it seems like she's more and more becoming Jessie from Toy Story 2. You know, we made that analogy on one of the tribalism-free Jones, you know.
Where somebody left me.
On copyright.
But tell me I'm not wrong there, Noah. Like, there's so many people on the roster that spend their time in catering. It's like, when do they get the TV time? It's like that scene in Toy Story 2 where Jessie is just like begging to be played with by her owner and commiserating over the time when she used to be loved. She used to be the favorite toy. That's more and more starting to seem what Britt Baker's going through right now. She used to be the face of the women's division. She used to be the pillar who the women's division was on her back, on her shoulders. Is that a Jessie doll you're holding up, Ash?
Oh, no, it's a Hiromu Takahashi doll. I figured I'd bring them unless you were talking about
Ticking time bomb! I like it.
Oh, you think that's good? Hold on. Wait till you see this, Noah. Hold on.
Wait.
Oh, here we go.
This makes me happy. Now we're talking about stuff that I like. This is Japanese professional wrestling. I have another friend in Japanese pro wrestling. Life is good right now.
She's
Daryl!
You got Daryl.
Freaking Daryl!
Fucking
This was $75 Canadian, by the way.
What the fuck?
Canadian.
Yeah.
$75.
I'm meaning to buy one of those.
Canadian.
You got the red one too, or just the black one?
I can only afford this.
That's fair. But I do get what JJ's saying because it almost feels like, around draft. I'm about to shock the system. I'm about to talk about sports. When you go to draft season, you look at your overall number one draft pick, and it's not the same season by season when it comes to shaping out your team. And there also is those transfers out. But it is one of those things where I do think you put more into your team as far as the quantity that affects the overall quality. And this is a problem with any company. It should become more definitively shown in AEW as of late than in WWE. We're like, there's a women's roster and the Raw, what? But yeah, there's a lot of potential great talents there that just aren't being utilized, Ryan. It does annoy me. James and I have been speaking verbatim about the AEW women's division and the potential of the dynamic of strength, power, experience, technical ability. All is there literally in that entire division where, if treated right, it could freaking rival even TNA and possibly your NXT. But it's just not being utilized to the fullest correctly and all the supporting players. Definition tonight with the four-way. You got Harley Cameron outside of that. You had Tyler Valkyrie on the outside. You had another few being built out of Penelope Ford and Thunder Rosa. 8 freaking women in one show, along with the face of it, the glamour. Mariah May and I'll go ahead and say it. Timeless Tony Storm. 10 women right there. Then the 2 women and the endorsement in the match they had, of course, on Wednesday night with Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart. 12 women right there. But again, how often have you seen those 12 women on it? Not necessarily a week-by-week basis. Then you're WWE because you're just showing the same women over and over again. The never-ending story. Hello, Rhea and Liv Morgan. Hello, Rhea and Nia. What? But that being said, it's one of those things that you want that variety and that dichotomy showcased in your product when you have it. And he doesn't do it enough. And I'll even give the main roster credit. They actually do show the same women, but they show more than enough of them on the 3 hours they got now on Raw and SmackDown. Way too much damn time for a TV show each week. Really stupid decision. But yeah, something's got to give here sooner rather than later. The fact that Dynasty is in, y'all know where Dynasty is, right? Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not too far away from a certain hometown of a certain doctor. Just saying. Something's got to give sooner rather than later. And I really hope it does because I really want to see AEW flourish. I will say it once. I will say it again. Even Aaron Rick in his criticism has said it. None of us want to see AEW fail, nor be a loudmouth, overly responsive, critical journalist, if you're called that only trashes it to get a cheap pop or click. You know who you are, and fuck you if I pissed you off.
Well, then. Y'all got that Noah rant for free.
There you go.
Damn, tell us how you really feel. Like, goddamn.
Don't open the door to Pandora's box, Ash.
Yeah, I already felt that.
I mean, I could, but I'm not going to.
Anyway, Ryan's been very patient. This guy
Which
needs.
is why I figured that it'd be best that he's next, and then let JJ moderate with you going last, because I know what you can be, and then we can finally move into our main event if there's nothing else, or another PayPal super chat scene. So Ryan, what do you want to say tonight?
All right, so I want to try to stay positive, relatively speaking, as far as I can go.
Respect.
Because this is kind of in a negative subject. I want to defend Tony. Even I cannot defend certain things, right? Whether it's Britt Baker, whether it's Ricky Starks, whether it's Deonna Purrazzo, whether it's insert anyone signed in the last 3 years, not named Mercedes Moné. The entire division has seemed to be warped around there, even where Mercedes seems more important than the world title, right? I don't like the belt collector gimmick either, by the way, but that's another point altogether. Only works when it actually works naturally. It's forced. And if it's forced, it's shit. I don't know about Britt Baker. We've heard things for years, and a lot of it's hearsay. But a lot of that we've heard before the CM Punk toxicity. So I'll say where there's smoke, there's probably fire. As far as Tessa Blanchard, for DJ's point, 7 years ago, she was 23 years old when some of these things had occurred. She's 30 now. You can grow. You can learn from mistakes. It's more ignorant shit there. Can you get past that side of it? The real question is, can she get past not doing business when she was the Impact World Champion? Which was a stupid decision to make her the Impact World Champion anyways, but that's mismanagement, not really Tessa's fault. Yeah, when you're checking boxes off just to check them, you should probably think about those boxes before you put the pen down, right? Now, this is long. I've been thinking for a while on this because this has been going for a minute. I would like to see Britt Baker elsewhere. I just don't know if we'll see her. Tony deciding he finally wants to be a boss and double back on some things he said he wouldn't do years ago. Does one want to be mad about that or not? Try to stay the side of the worker.
I love you too, Mom. And I love you.
But this is like, I don't really have a defense for Tony on this one. The whole situation's shitty. I think instead of, and I posted it in the Collision live stream. Instead of having Dynamite and Collision be for two unisex rosters, focus one on the men, focus one on the women, and they both have matches at the pay-per-view. You know?
Yeah.
It seems like I don't like the idea of a segregated show per se.
No, who would have thought I love you?
But
You're the biggest
actually, before I get on that subject,
2 hours later,
Tony also books for Dave Meltzer, right? And it's very obvious that Dave Meltzer hates women's wrestling. And that might also be a big chunk of why we don't see good women's wrestling necessarily in AEW, despite having probably the best pound for pound roster you have on the planet. So, that's what I have to say. ADHD has kicked in. I need to go get some caffeine.
That's perfectly fair. All right. Well, JJ, that just leaves, I believe, one other person because I don't have any further things to say before we give it to James if anything to say. Otherwise, if he says nope, Ash, do you have anything, any last thoughts at all? You just been kind of taking it all in. I know you started things off here.
It's kind of funny how he mentioned like how Tony Khan books for Dave Meltzer because it sure comes across that way sometimes. I'm not saying it's legit. I'm just saying it just feels that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the ins and outs of pro wrestling. I'm just someone who just watches the show and enjoys it for what it is. That's all.
Thank you! My gosh, she's the best person I've come to know so far right now in this freaking world. You are brilliant. Just enjoy life and enjoy wrestling. It's what I live by. Protect your mentality. I don't even have notifications. I go on social media and say hello and talk wrestling when I feel like it. As far as a match update or a freaking result. Daggum. It's not that damn hard. And again, Jeff has also said it's not that hard to book. It's hard to finance. Tony Khan is no excuse in the both of those.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, Ash, your TV is like blaring in the background. We can hear it.
Oh, that's her TV?
Is that my TV?
Yeah, that's
I don't hear anything.
Because it's not on my end because my TV is quiet. I don't think anything's hearing. I can double check in the living room.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm fine. Anyway, James, you already had enough audio issues tonight where you maybe.
I was about to say, I'm not hearing. That's weird.
Well, now I enjoy the silence like Depeche Mode. But before I listen to Depeche Mode, and no, we're not doing karaoke for that. James, go ahead and close this thing out. Your thoughts on this developing separation anxiety when it comes to the AEW locker room mentality for the women.
Dude, it feels like it's the same shit, different toilet bowl every fucking week. There's something. It's something with Tony. Honestly, like it's almost kind of nauseating to talk about because at the end of the day, I'm always gonna take the worker side as opposed to the obvious billionaire. I'm not taking their side on this, and I've been very upset with how Tony's been treating the roster and how he's not been a boss. All this comes down to is he's not been a proper leader,
right?
And if he was, I don't think we'd be nearly in half of these damn situations we're in. And at that point, it's just like clockwork. The same thing is talking about the same thing over and over again and expecting a different effing result. So, fuck it. Who cares? That's kind of where I'm at, man. Like, I'm so tired of having to talk about the same shit over and over and over again with this company sometimes. And it just gets fucking nauseating. And I just wish, what am I going to say that hasn't already been said? Release the people you're not using and let them go. If you're going to keep them, fucking utilize them and find a way to put them on TV. Or at the very least in a meaningful program across 6 hours of television time a week?
2 technically, because Rampage is no longer a thing.
I'm counting Ring of Honor too.
Okay, I guess that's fair. Ring of Honor,
so utilize some people. Like, come on. Like, who gives a shit if people like Punk? Like, this is so petty, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm over it.
That's fair. Well, JJ, I think that pretty much wraps up in a bow. So, bottom line, there is a bottom line. AEW, treat your women roster. Hell, treat your locker room better.
Yep.
That's fair. Well, before we get into anything else, we will take just a moment here for some non-paid advertising and show everybody the latest watch-along trailer here across the Simply Reliable Studios.
How to watch this.
And now for a taste of things to come.
and truly, if y'all haven't figured it out by now, here at the Simple Arable Studios, we truly love, embrace, acknowledge, and cover all the wrestling and our former sports and combat sports. And there you go. All right, and welcome back to the Saturday Shenanigans as we got a crew here again. Hey, hello, Jip. Jip back. So JJ, continue.
That's really pretty much it. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff that I wanted to talk about tonight because I wanted the focus to be our Rumbles.
Yay!
The only other thing I could think of to bring up real quick isn't really a talk point per se, but just something that came to me over the last couple of days because, as I'm sure everybody knows, Hulk Hogan was heavily featured in the advertising for tonight's Saturday night's main event, and it came out a few days ago that he wasn't going to be there due to family issues.
Oh.
A lot of people thought that was a crock of shit after the way he got booed out of the building in LA.
Oh, jeez.
But after keeping up with some Hogan's social media posts, Brooke gave birth to twins 10 days ago.
Oh, congratulations.
And rumor is that Nick was getting married tonight. So I think there might be a little bit of validity to Hogan's thing this time. Maybe he's not always the liar that he's made out to be. Brother.
Are you attempting to insinuate that wrestling media isn't always truthful about the known liars of wrestling? What the hell are you saying?
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
That's a Jesse Ventura level conspiracy theory.
That's almost as crazy as a
conspiracy.
Yes, that's how you have to spell it, folks.
That's right, because R-Truth is national treasure, and he should be guarded at all times. I am looking for Nicolas Cage as we speak because I know he's
R-Truth hurts my brain. The fact that
Ron
this
Killings
man,
Ron Killings is a beautiful man. You stop that. You stop that right now.
This freaking man,
no,
he's done on Monday Night Raw. That does not happen to the former longest reigning outside Gunther Walter NXT UK champion. That is not normal.
Hey, he is the 57-time, 24/7, 7-Eleven, Highway 45, International Global X champion. Sucker.
What?
I am never going
to drink a
Slurpee from 7-Eleven again after that.
Absolutely not. I would do that anyway.
Us people in Winnipeg can drink all the Slurpees for you. We're Slurpee capital of the world for a reason.
Yeah, you're also Tim Hortons capital of the world, and I love that. You're also a debit capital of the world. Toronto was such a beautiful city to visit in 2019. I look forward to my next trip back to Canada.
Noah. I'm from Winnipeg.
Oh, sorry.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, home of one of the hottest hockey teams in the National Hockey League right now. God bless the Jets, man.
Winnipeg's nice too. I don't know the distance between Winnipeg and Toronto, though. I took a 6-hour bus.
Far.
To paraphrase one Chris Jericho, she's from Winnipeg, you idiot.
That was the first time I ever heard it, though, to be fair as well. So there we go. Now we know where everyone's from. She's from Winnipeg. I'm from Ohio. Jeff's in California. James from Boston.
Oh. So Noah's from a state that actually won the national championship this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ohio State.
Sorry, Greg. Love you.
Notre Dame. Sorry to the fans of the Fighting Irish. The only reason I know that's because I have friends at church that watch football.
Speaking of watching football, if Joe Hendry enters the Rumble 1 week from tonight, Noah will be forced to watch football professionally.
So.
Just
my main street. So he just has to enter the Rumble.
Yeah. He doesn't have to win. He just has to enter.
I believe anyone Rumble. Please.
Yes, Walter.
Number 31.
I want Tim Hortons now. I'm hungry.
We should one up at Noah If he enters the Rumble, you have to watch the Super Bowl with Mikey and be on the commentating thing with him.
I don't know
God.
shit about football. The only thing I know is that the bunny, Allie, she's a Buffalo Bills fan, so the Buffalo Bills make it to the Super Bowl for her sake.
I kind of want the Buffalo Bills to make it just because of the guy that almost died. So I'm kind of.
I'll take anything over the Philadelphia Eagles into that WrestleMania showcase car wreck.
I think every region of the country except Kansas City wants the Bills to win tomorrow.
I want Kansas City to win.
I know you do, because you got to be contrary, darn you.
If I have to bring football into my vocabulary, Lord help me, no.
But I like what Walter said there. I think Noah should do the watch along of the Super Bowl with Mikey.
I can see it now. Well, they have the hand on the ball in a game called football, and they toss the fucking football into the other guy's hands, even though the sport's called football, and then they toss it. And he goes,
the football, you freaking idiot!
He's running with the football, even though it's in his hands.
James, think about this for a minute. It would be the first time that I can think of in the history of the Multiverse of Media / Simply Reliable Studios, Noah would be the color analyst.
Yeah, it would be.
Because Mikey would be the play-by-play.
Oh, God.
No.
And with Noah basically not being able to comment on anything except the Super Bowl commercials and the halftime show, that would make it pure comedy gold because, to your point, he knows not a fucking thing about the sport.
I don't know the name of anybody on the team.
This is what I want.
Holmes,
I want
Travis Kelce, Mr. Taylor Swift. I'm sure you know those things at least. Go ahead, Jeff.
What's happening?
I want Walter. I want Mikey on the call, Walter analyst. I want Noah commentating just the entertainment. Commercials on the halftime show. That's what I want.
Yeah, especially since it's going to be a hip hop halftime show,
and
we know how much Noah hates that shit.
No.
Okay, all right. So here, what we do? Here we go. Impromptu. What we do is during the halftime show, we have Noah doing a complete concert of one song, "Rackers Crap" by What's Here Next. The whole halftime. Just Noah over and over singing that song.
Yeah. Yep.
Who the fuck's the idiot that's performing at the halftime show where hip hop actually matters on a Super Bowl stage? That's the dumbest decision I've heard in my life.
Hey.
They did it in LA a couple years ago.
Yes, and it was
That
actually
was
really
Dr. Dre and family.
It was actually pretty good.
And family is Dr. Dre and family is the correct.
Is that related to
answer
Dr. Ken? Who the fuck is that?
I gotta go.
Okay, this is gonna sound fucked from a white guy. That might have been the most whitest thing I've ever heard a black man say.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm this idiot.
That's fair. There is that. You got the pass there.
Okay, well, but yeah, I look forward to the conference championships tomorrow and all the shows we have to come because I'm gonna be on both of them. So I'm looking forward to this whole week.
Hey, we got a Rumble that we got to book first. We got to draft it.
Which now that you are here, Jeff, you get to participate in our men's Rumble draft.
Oh, thank Christ!
As long as this freaking battery holds up.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run through the rules once more for people that joined the show late and for you who just popped in.
Shout out to Rock and Rose, by the way. Look forward to Shenanigans. He had to rest probably, so we'll see him soon.
Dude's eyes were heavy as hell, and he's got a 2-year-old, I believe.
Oh.
And he's got his own show that he's doing tomorrow, which is going to be trivia, which Ryan and Walter are going to be representing the Simply Reliable Studios team for trivia.
Good luck.
Yeah. And he was already up late with me last night on the fucking Spaces. By the way, Jeff.
Kitty.
Kitty!
Oh my God!
Say pretty friend.
Okay, people are making way too much.
I'm allergic to cats, but I love that damn color of that cat.
I will say my usual comment when a cat appears because it's Lady President, but y'all know what I want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jeff, she freaking makes a sailor blush. Go ahead and say it.
Jeff, Ash is worse than us. Trust me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also at Disneyland, so
let's
that.
Nothing better on the air than a pussy.
There you go.
Wow. Noah made the joke.
Noah made the joke, and I was on headset, so that was good. Thank you, Noah. Much appreciated from the dark part of my mind.
A team player.
Listen, Ash does not give a fuck. The woman 2 weeks ago made a C-section joke.
And Noah, you don't know this, but there's nothing quite as good as team playing pussy. Anyway, carry on with Wheel, Jay.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my
All right.
god.
So, since Jeff is here replacing DJ, we will spin for draft order once again.
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Let's hope that I don't end up with the first draft pick again because people already thought that shit was rigged the first time.
It's rigged if it happened.
That was freaking.
I would call Shenanigans, but it is the Shenanigans show. So
I mean, would you expect anything less?
you know.
I got picked again.
I have no control over it. I swear to God.
It's the ghost of Walt helping him out with his frozen head.
I'm telling you all, the wheel is rigged.
Oh, and Ryan again.
Got the order of the same order last night. Wait, that's how you say that, right?
No.
Same order going like last.
By the way, you're my brother and everything, but Lester, you're an asshole.
I smelled something funky when I was over at the stables earlier. Now I'm smelling something
We
funky.
are getting a little bit different.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Good.
No,
Yay,
bumps up
finally.
to third.
No. The crap was earlier during at the horse stables.
Yeah, true. Dude, you missed it. Fucking DJ cut a promo on the wheel because he was picked last.
And he was only
He's
picked
black,
last
isn't it?
because I actually spun it when he was the only name left on it.
That's tremendous.
Funny as hell.
I guess it's gonna be me this time. I'm gonna be last with I still want my spin, JJ.
You sure you still want your spin?
I got you.
I still want my spin.
Wheel of misfortune. Turn.
Animated.
Hey, not last. Not last again.
That's right.
The ladies' decorum.
Spin it fast. Yay, fast.
Oh, for fuck.
There
goes.
Oh.
Walter's last.
Walter is last. All right.
But in the tradition of the last time, we still will give Walter his spin just because.
It's
just like
it's
my
starting
own
to rain again, of course.
It's just like my own household. I come last to everybody else.
Hey, you know
Hey,
what?
at
No,
least
it's not.
last time you were like fifth or sixth, so you weren't last the last time.
This is accurate.
Walter, some folks don't come at all, so you're lucky.
Oh my God, Jeff.
What?
Jeff.
Leave it alone, Noah. Leave it alone.
Okay.
But that's why it doesn't happen because you leave it alone.
All right. So, once again, for the people that have just joined the chat room and for Jeff who just joined the panel,
Yeah,
we're only drafting active Raw, SmackDown, or NXT talents. No
On the men's.
legends. So no Rock, no Austin, no TNA stars, no Joe Hendry, no Nick Nemeth, no Hardy Boys. Nobody that's on the injured list, so no Bronson Reed, no AJ Styles, no Randy Orton, because he hasn't been back on television since he took the package pile driver. So no Randy Orton. Sorry, Arlene, if you watch this back when you get home from work. And we're going to go in the order that we were drafted, so we'll go around 4 times. That's 28. The chat room has the opportunity to insert 2 people in the Rumble if they put the names in the chat with a super chat. Otherwise, Ryan and I will draft number 29 and 30 respectively once again. Once the 30 names are on the wheel, we'll give it a spin just like we did last time, and the wheel will randomly determine who wins our Royal Rumble. Are you ready?
I guess.
Trying to be.
All right. So, the number 1 entry to the Royal Rumble is going to be Carmelo Hayes.
I knew you were gonna go there.
Because trust me, if somebody I think can be our marathon man, Melo has got it in him, dude.
Yes,
all right,
he does.
Ryan, who do you got for number 2?
Jay Uso.
Yeet.
Okay. Number 3 entry, Noah.
I'm going to bring a little bit of European excellence into the Rumble. Ludwig Kaiser.
Ooh. Okay. Fourth pick, Jeff.
Oh Lord. I will go with Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
That guy's gonna wreck shit.
Yeah, I think you got a new marathon.
Right?
Which, by the way, Jeff, when you get the opportunity, make sure you watch Saturday night's main event and the match he had with Braun Strowman. Holy shit is all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Ash.
I heard.
I am going to pick someone who I like to refer to as Detroit's finest in Alex Shelley.
Okay. Good entry. Good entry. Number 6, James.
I am going to pick Ghost of Tsushima's own Shinsuke Nakamura.
You dick.
And Walter.
The voice of the voiceless CM Punk.
All right. For the number 8 entry, I'm going to go down to NXT. And considering the people we have, praying he's still in it, I'm going to bring Trick Willie to the Rumble.
What?
I like it.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, man.
Stop it!
And I'll even go one better is that one of them eliminates the other. If Carmelo's still in there.
And to just
Ducky,
rebuild that
ducky,
story.
quack, quack.
Oh, God. Ash, no!
Ryan?
How about Shucky Ducky? Fuck off. What?
I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with, but Tom or Nick Mysterio.
Dominic. He picked Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, I see what he did.
Oh, Dom or
Yeah,
Nick.
he used the R-Truth gimmick. Tom and Nick. Dominic. Noah.
Wait. Oh, you go Ethan Page.
Oh, I thought you were about to go Tamatanga the way you were fucking acting.
No.
All right, Jeff.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong name.
Dude, I'm too tired for this shit, bro.
Yeah, you could tell.
Okay, so Jeff, you're up.
And win.
Who?
Tamatanga. I said that. I thought
He picked Tamatanga.
Yeah. Tommy Tang.
All right. We go to Ash now.
We
John
can't
Cena.
see him. We can't see him though.
What?
She did the you can't see me thing.
So, if Dana Brooke is Ash by Elegance, based on what I heard earlier, is our Ash by Sailor Mouth? Is that how that works? Or?
Yeah.
Ash by Winnipeg.
There you go.
I mean,
That's right.
she's definitely elegant, but all right.
Ash by Canada.
Ash by Hortons.
Ash by Canada.
Ash by Canada? The fuck is that?
A. James.
That's the territory north of Fusa.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Big. I picked the Scottish psychopathic Drew of McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
All right, and that brings us to Walter.
Cero Miedo, Penta.
Ah, newcomer.
Okay. Middle of the pack, I'm going to bring in the ruler, Obafemi.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my Lord. Well, JJ, let me ask you. Since Charlotte chose the NXT Women's Champion, can we enter the NXT Men's Champion in the Rumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why not? He's You'd think he would want a shot at one of the main titles.
I would agree with that. And, I number one, I think he's looking to establish his title and title. Number two, I'm citing the precedent of Charlotte as the Rumble winner choosing the NXT champion for a WrestleMania match. So I don't know if the NXT title qualifies as a title opportunity for Mania. I don't know the guidelines anymore. It's
all blurred together.
Fair. That's fair. I mean, they never really specify as far as the NXT goes.
Nope.
If y'all want, I'll strike him since he is a champion and put someone else in there. It's up to y'all.
No,
it works for me.
Okay.
To be fair, in the women's rumble, we did pick the women's champion, did we not?
Yeah, we picked Julia.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't here. I wasn't there.
I wasn't here.
Anyway.
No, I was just letting you know that we did pick NXT champions, so therefore they're eligible. That's the point I was just trying to make.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, I appreciate the super chat, but I did state on more than one occasion that they would be entered into the wheel, the order they were drafted, and it would be spun.
Yes. It's kind of shuffled anyway.
Ryan, it is up to you.
Roman Reigns.
There it is.
I was waiting to see who was going to put Roman in.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be the longest entrance in the Rumble. Freaking walking down that ramp.
Hey, we need to burn time.
Well, no,
Just
that'll
halfway
be
through.
Jey Uso. That's why we want him to come out one of the first ones.
It's fair.
No, it's all good, Emmanuel. Don't trip. It's on you now, Noah.
Oh, back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest.
These noises, bro.
The newest member of the SmackDown roster.
Brand Sprit, LOL.
Transfer portal.
Whatever.
Jeff.
What number are we on? I can't see the screen.
Number 18.
All right, so for 18, I have JD McDonough, and for 18, I have his head.
Well, you glitched like halfway through that. But
I heard JD McDonough, big head.
No, he said 18.
I heard number 18.
His head.
No, I said 18, JD McDonough, 18A, his head.
Nice.
All right, Ash.
Damn it.
Seth Rollins.
Maniacal Messiah himself, and who knows what the style he'll be wearing. Good grief. That's Seth freaking Rollins, Ash.
Yep.
As you know.
James.
I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench into the plans. I am going with Akira Tozawa.
What? That's one of the.
Why do you want my man Tozawa to have a freaking taco bun? Why, James? Why?
Because I want to see him win, and it would be hilarious if he won.
It would be. I mean, hell, we had BFAB in the women's rumble. Okay, if we can have BFAB in the women's rumble, we can have Tozawa in the men's.
I am telling you right now, I don't care if I'm scheduled every Saturday or not. If Tozawa wins the Rumble, you'll never going to see me on a pay-per-view call ever again. Oh, hell no.
My brain.
Walter.
Wesley.
Ooh.
NXT.
Good one.
All right, back to me. I feel bad because I want to throw people from Raw and SmackDown in, but NXT is my shit.
Go for it, dude.
I'm going to put Josh Briggs.
Interesting. Formerly called the Destroyer, of course, competed in the M1 victory last year. No idea what he's doing right now.
Trent Sounds at Toontown.
He's been teaming with a gentleman who's on loan from Noah, the guy that was his rival or something in that tournament. Forgive me for not remembering his name, but he's on an excursion from Japan right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You're up, Ryan.
Kofi Kingston.
And maybe he won't botch his Rumble, moment this year.
Well, he needs to botch. He's a heel now. We can't be cheering that.
Yeah, that's true. But he also needs to save his hide if he has a chance of winning.
He needs to not do the high flying Kofu stuff. He's not that guy anymore.
Mm-hmm. That I agree with.
Yeah,
Noah.
that's fair. By the way, Omos relinquished his GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championship to Team 2000X, by the way, says he's coming back to WWE. You're now the tag champion, Daga. He's no longer a champion of Noah, so he's coming back soon. But he's not my pick.
And to answer your question real quick, since you did that little chat, Yoshiki Inamura.
Yes, that's it. Inamura. I was thinking of the name because I almost confused it with Osamara from the MLW, but that's a different name. Sometimes the Japanese names run together, right, Ash?
Yes,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
who
they
Briggs
can.
is teaming with now.
Yeah. I could just break JJ's brain with how many Japanese names I could say right now. We'll have to do like a name game at some point or something. Anyway,
Right, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's kitty is back.
Yeah, his sweet furry friend has
This is a different one.
A different.
Ooh,
Hello. Oh, okay, so he's got more than one pussy cat. All right.
Wow. Go ahead, Ryan.
Look at him. The monster.
He is a monster. Look at him.
Aww.
Big boy.
That's the cutest little monster.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't own any of those anymore. Those days are far gone. But that being said, now it's on me. Back to reality with everybody saying L.A. Knight.
Yeah. I love how he put in the
Damn right I did.
Give me a gimmick, man. Shoot.
Jeffafa.
Did somebody say Jimmy Uso yet?
No. We have Jay.
Jimmy
not
Uso.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Uso.
No ye.
Jimmy Usos.
The no ye.
I mean, now it's all good.
All right. That brings us to Ash.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, guys, if Michael Cole can open the yeet, Jimmy Uso can yeet again. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I never thought I would see the day that Michael Cole would yeet on the announce table.
James.
Broadus and Breakerus.
Oh, good lord.
By the way, so bummed for Sheamus, man.
Yeah.
It happens.
Keep being denied that Grand Slam. He's just gonna keep being denied it. I knew he was gonna win tonight.
It's waiting for it's happening at Mania. They're saving it for Mania.
You hope, Ash, and so do I.
Walter.
Uncle Howdy.
Ooh, wow. Good shout.
That's a shout.
That's a very bizarre but unique pick.
Love that.
Yeah.
All right. Number 29.
Oh, boy.
You know, he is an active competitor, and he makes his return, technically his Raw debut on Monday night. The Maverick, Logan Paul.
Oh, God damn it.
Jay's reaction.
And Ryan, who gets the coveted number 30 slot?
I assume I can't pick Nia Jax.
No, you cannot.
There's precedent for that.
I know. She's done it before.
All right.
I know.
All right. You know, who would be a fun one?
R-Truth in the paper.
No, fuck it. R-Truth.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Peter pressure.
We have R-Truth and Akira Tozawa.
Ilya Dragunov has
All
a
right.
better chance coming back from injury and being the coast-to-coast man than Archer Akira Tozawa being in this.
Technically, you're accurate because he has been seen at the Performance Center this past week. So
He's on that Super Cena energy.
Yes, come out number 30 like 2008 and win the thing.
all right. So before I spin the wheel, our entrants are Carmelo Hayes, main event Jey Uso, Ludwig Kaiser, the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu, Alex Shelley, Shinsuke Nakamura, CM Punk, Trick Willie, Tom and Nick Mysterio, Ethan Page, Tama Tonga, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Penta, Obafemi, Roman Reigns, Damian Priest, J.D. McDonough and his head, Seth freaking Rollins, Akira Tozawa, Wes Lee, Josh Briggs, Kofi Kingston, L.A. Knight, Jimmy Uso, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, Uncle Howdy, Logan Paul, and R-Truth.
What a joke for number 30.
All right.
Better than Logan Paul.
And the winner is,
not by much,
of the very first ever Saturday Shenanigans Men's Royal Rumble,
Uncle Howdy.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yay, my pick.
Yeah.
Number 28, by the way, for those that
we need staff way to tell how many number 28s. I know 2 of them were Batista.
Right.
So
the infamous quad split.
I know somebody else.
I was watching some random ass WWF superstars from '96, and one of the enhancement talents was named just Batista. I'm like, there's no way he didn't look like Dave. It wasn't Dave. I'm like, man, the fact that they had somebody that spelled it just like that, and then they came back and used it, whatever it was, 10 years later, it's wild. I just found it funny. It's something I do.
I was about to say, there was the splits, and then I heard somebody did the splits on Batista. I'm sorry, what? I didn't say no.
That's bringing up old stuff, and that's wrong.
That's going to start triggering me, James.
I'm sorry. That was kind of I was being a
don't poke the renegade. We know better.
That's not
Have
even
we,
worth.
have we found out how big it was yet, or is that still a mystery?
Well, we were going to, but then Pritchard went on a hiatus. So when he comes back, maybe we'll find out for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm poking the renegade.
And I'm smacking you upside your head. Knock it off.
Ryan,
We'll leave the investigation up to you, Ash, because I don't want to know.
Yeah. I think part of Bruce's hiatus was due to family stuff. Part of it was he was determined to find out just exactly how big it is. Conrad had just been bugging him for 20 years. He went hell with him.
That was the thing. And by the way, Jeff, how big is Batista's dick?
Probably as big as the headache we're giving JJ for not moving on.
10 inch.
This show is not brought to you by Blue Chew, even though he's once Batista. But JJ, please move on.
Batista with Blue Chew?
Oh, it's not. But by God, no, it should be.
No,
Big enough to guard the galaxy. Now let's move on.
Blue Batista.
JJ's trying about as hard as we think Batista actually is. So God bless him. Move on, dude.
Oh my gosh.
So that is going to just about wrap things up for this week's episode.
Yeah, wrap it up. Am I right?
Yeah, pitch the 10.
God damn it, Ash.
Might be too big to wrap up.
We are bad people. Making announcements now is right there.
Noah's been pitching a tent.
Jesus.
I know it's supposed to be the innocent one.
This show is going to hell.
There it is.
Is it near Sonatana? Over here.
And Jeff is at Disney, where they already have an attraction that takes you through hell. So, going back to what he talked about earlier.
Maybe that's how far down it reaches.
There's a cell.
So that is going to just about wrap things up for the Saturday Shenanigans. Before I get into the shills, I figure we will one more time run our watch along trailer.
Yay!
Let everybody know everything that we will be covering.
Please, no football.
Well, you know what's going to be in there because Stat Boy is doing a doubleheader tomorrow. The NFC and AFC championships.
I'm talking about for me, damn it. I don't need to cover that shit this year.
Way to God that Joe Henry, who you believe in, doesn't show up in the Rumble then.
I believe he stays in TNA.
I believe he's crossing the line.
I
Same.
believe
You will.
No.
I
I believe the
in
irony
Joe
is he's probably
Henry.
number 28.
Either
Shut
way,
up, Walter!
Either way, you run it through my veins. It will change. Sorry.
I believe we should start, chill.
Please.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And let's not forget, Dynasty has also been featured by AEW coming in April 1st. With that being said, as we truly encompass here at the Simple Studios, we are really, for surely, 100% with certainty, always about all the wrestling and other forms of sports and combat sports and collegiate sports. Yeah.
Before I go to Jeff, I see his hand up. I acknowledge that Dynasty has been added. I've been trying to replace graphics so that I don't have to change the speed of everything.
Good deal.
So as we take something out, something gets put up there to replace it.
Something!
Sorry, James. Yes, Jeff.
Did I see correctly that both the UFC Australia show and Super Bowl are on the 9th?
Yes, but because Australia and the time zones, I believe it'll be airing on the 8th because it usually airs on Saturdays.
Right.
It's happening
Right.
tonight in Australia,
right,
being aired on the 8th here.
I just found that great that not only are both two of the most major forms of sports, entertainment sports that we watch in this country on the same day, but we're covering them both. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Combat and contact sports. By the way,
And
football.
And the 8th is also going to be our next karaoke night.
I think so.
When we do TV themes.
Yes. So, yeah, I found out that I've got pretty much training every Saturday the next month. So I'm missing everything. I'm missing the TV things. I'm missing the Rumble. I'm missing the AEW. I'm just like, February is just not here for me, which is why I wanted to pop in tonight to make sure. So.
Hey, we appreciate you being here. But yeah, we'll be doing, me and Walter decided to do NXT from Center Stage on Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We've added a new federation that I discovered. I won't really call them new because I guess they've been around for a minute, but VIP Wrestling out of Dallas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They're going to be doing a tournament to crown their first ever women's champion. That's the show we're going to be coming in on, is the first round of that tournament. Jordan Grace is going to be in action in what will more than likely be her last independent date because it's January 31st. And we all know what happens the next day.
Yes.
Tessa Blanchard is going to be part of the show.
Oh, boy.
As well. Fighting different people, but still, they're both going to be on the show. Let me see here. I've got my graphics here. We have Hudson Envy versus London Dior.
London Dior? I've never heard in a while.
Izzy Moreno versus Tiffany Nieves for the Mission Pro Championship.
Again?
Big rematch. Big rematch.
Yep, big rematch.
Oh, boy.
Holodead versus Ray Lynn.
Ooh, that's going to be good.
Fire and Fury versus the Tonga Twins.
That'll be a fun one.
Fire and
Kaya Dream challenging Jasmine Allure for the Ladies Night Out Championship.
Yes, Jasmine Allure.
Okay.
Rochelle Chanel, who used to team with one Maddie Rakowski, now Ren Sinclair, taking on Maya World.
Maya
World.
Good luck,
Killa
Maya.
Kate versus Jordan Grace.
Oh boy.
And Alejandra Quintanilla versus Tessa Blanchard.
Good stuff.
It was supposed to be Lady Frost, but Lady Frost had to pull out. Tessa Blanchard was named as the replacement for Lady Frost. So,
I like Lady.
TJ, those last two matches harken me back to the old Tata slogan. That's how ladies get cleaned up.
and that show will be featured on TitleMatchNetwork.com. $14.99 a month, and that is how you can view that. You can watch any show that's streamed on Title Match Network for that monthly fee. That's how we did Mission Pro Wrestling last year. That's how we did WrestleCade and Ladies Night Out last year. And this federation is going to be streaming on there. So we also added Joey Janela's Spring Break 9 to the mix because that'll be Sabu's final match.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So that'll be WrestleMania weekend. So lots of good stuff coming. Lots of good stuff. Yes, Jeff.
As we get closer to, we don't have to do this tonight because we're trying to wrap up. I would love to discuss the fact that there's not going to be a Supercard of Honor that week. That's BS, but we're trying to get out of here. So we can say it for every week if I'm here.
For all we know, Madman will probably do something like that. And we also know that every other company will be there too. Stardom even has a show coming up, I think, during that week.
I understand that, but just come out and said it's not going to happen. It just chaps my already red butt. So
yeah, that was something I almost brought up to discuss, and we can definitely save it for another week. I can direct you to a video that JD from NY posted today, which is how I heard about it, where he was discussing how Tony Khan is not going to allow young talent to work events in Vegas on WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So
again,
he talks about that. He talks about Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, WrestleMania weekend tradition. So if you want to do a little bit of digging before it becomes a topic on the show, I recommend you guys check out that video. But in an effort to not dive down the negativity rabbit hole once again, let us begin our shills.
Please. Forget show.
First of all, the ones we don't have graphics for. Ladies first. Ash, how can people find and follow you?
You can find me on X, the app formerly known as Twitter, at ShadowBatAsh.
Okay. ShadowBatash.
ShadowBatAsh.
Yes. We call it Twix around here if you want to use that word. We've heard that.
Yeah, just say Twix.
Whether you're left or right.
Yes.
Never mind.
And Ryan, where can people find you, sir?
You can find me at Schmid for real. Schmid 4, number 4, real.
SCHMI
on Twitter. You know?
Yes.
And because I refuse to call it X, I will not call it its slave name.
Damn.
And you can find me at Bapocalypse on TikTok.
Why did I flash back to Roots all of a sudden?
Well,
my name
my
is
question.
Kente. Your name is
Your
Toby.
name is so my question is, after this week, is it slave name or is it your Gestapo name? Anyway.
Yeah, true.
And then even though he had to dip out, you can find DJ from Rockin' Ropes on X at CornyFan, CornyFann 8876. Yes, corny as in Jim Cornette. He is a fan of Jim Cornette.
God bless that man's blood pressure.
I recommend his spaces.
Yes, he also hosts the Rock and Rope Spaces every Friday and Sunday, 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. He will be hosting one tomorrow that is a trivia game show. We have been asked and are sending Walter and Ryan to represent the Simply Reliable Studios there. That's what I was asking you about as far as Sunday goes, Jeff, and your availability, because I know the former great trivia mind of the Wrestling Trivia Challenge would have been cool to send you over, and your appearance there probably would have generated some more listeners for him, like you and Aaron popping on the MySpace did.
So, first of all, MySpace coming back would be awesome. But if I'm done in time to be fully present at 4 p.m. I will do my best. I will still be on property, but I may be done with my day by then. So we'll see.
Fair enough. We'll just message Walter or Ryan and see if either one of them want to relinquish to you. But right now, they are our people. So
I was only volunteering in case no one else was available. So,
like I said, 3 will be pushing it. We got at it right around 3 today. So it's usually a longer day than the second day, but I will keep everybody that I need to focused.
Fair enough. So, but again, make sure you tune into Rock and Ropes tomorrow for that. Show DJ the support. His spaces are a good time, just like Saturday Shenanigans are.
Yeah.
One of the good things that James did was introducing me to DJ in his spaces.
Absolutely.
It was on a complete accident.
Yes.
Best things usually are.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
I am one of those. I'm a happy accident.
Anyway, who's next on the show list?
Actually, James is.
It's the accident. You guys can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and X at Jameson95, and on Facebook at James Eman. I'm doing really cool into things on the internet. Go check out my uncle's doc and run that shit up to 2K already.
Scan the QR code.
Scan the QR code, please. Do it. Please do it. And then, go check out my Jay Hebert Side of Things podcast. And, by the way, even though I don't have a graphic for this, Jay Hebert Side 95 on X, Twix, Twitter, whatever you call it, because your boy did a Spaces because of some crazy reasons. However, the good news about that Spaces was, and the one positive about it, I actually got Anthony Missionary Thomas and John fucking Draper on my Spaces. Wow, exactly. So that was crazy. Big thumbs up, I guess, for me. I was just trying to spread the word about how certain things are bad and 2 wrongs don't make a right, and I guess they approved that message. So if you want to check that out, go ahead.
Tabloid tea was spilled that night. Tabloid tea was definitely spilled.
A lot of tabloid tea, indeed.
Well, you can have them, James. I got Jeff Meacham and Aaron Rift on MySpace.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, hey, listen.
Hey, you know what? Come at me with Virtue coming on your space.
Jesus.
Fuck that. I'm good. I'm good.
You know, I get Virtue on our video game space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
I have no idea what the fuck's happening. Most of the time. Oh yeah, right. Social. I guess that's a thing. If you want to try and find me, good luck. You can find me mostly on the Twitter and on YouTube at Foster1916 for all things wrestling. Shout out to W Fam. For I am nothing more, of course, but a simple man and a lifelong fan of.
No.
Oh no!
Later.
No.
2 hours later.
So long that the old narrator got tired of waiting that they had to hire a new one.
Something!
I hate this show!
Oh, wait. I got it quicker this time. That's right. The 2 words. Professional wrestling. Damn it. As only ways to encourage and remind you that the winners, the losers, no better. It's just fans up here. There's passion we all share. At the end of the day, folks, support now, respect, share, protect your entitled to, treasure your families. Stay tuned for the return of Simply Predicting WWE League. Kicking things off to pound 5 with the Royal Rumble. And for the ongoing future, Simply Predicting will be 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday nights following TNA Impact as long as my schedule stays this way, because that seems to work best. So stop by for the conversation as we'll be Simply Predicting the Royal Rumble and join the 2025 PLA Predictions League. Stay tuned. I might go in front to make them also.
I'll be ready in just 1 second. Sorry, boss.
You
Still can find me. Go ahead.
And so you got to know the Q because I'll also be on the predictions panel Thursday night as well. It should be a fun week as we head into the Royal Rumble that officially kicks off the road to WrestleMania, despite what they said about that Netflix movie. It's as simple as that.
So Noah, since you are not on social, does that mean you play hide and seek?
No, it means I stay introverted and isolated.
All right. Yeah, that sounds nice, actually.
Walter,
nice. Try it sometime.
I gotta follow that shit.
Well, I mean, look at your graphic.
You
do have a wonderful mamacita. There is that.
Very eye-catching.
Yeah, pathetic, weak-minded simpleton.
I'm simp. Difference.
No, you're still just as bad.
Yeah, I just said simp. What do you mean? I was agreeing with
simp is not a word!
Jesus Christ. Twitch. You can catch us at Twitch at SRS1983, Blue Sky, and X at Walter Alex Cruz. Walter.cruz.940 is the Instagram, and of course the at Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel.
The Nasty Leroy. Hey, yo.
AJ, may I please go next? I have a very valid reason. Okay, you can find me on the socials as usual, but for the next 4 weeks, you can find me with this guy. Say hi to the podcast crowd, Bob.
Oh my God!
We have a Mickey Mouse appearance on the channel.
Yeah.
Yes. Former boss, new boss.
There we go.
Former boss.
Good to see you, pal. All right. So there we go. So I won't be with you guys. I'll be with him the next 4 weeks training. So there's his voice. He got a lot for you, Mickey. High five, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Stay warm. It's cold out here. It's well on this porch.
Well, now I've seen everything.
And that's the way he leaves. That's awesome.
That was easy. No,
Hey.
That's all, folks.
That's the wrong company.
Yeah, different property.
I was about to say.
I take the mask and mafia to me off.
The mouse of mafia.
Before Disney brings the stream down.
On camera on YouTube, you're going to be in hot water now.
I will.
Disney will own us.
Soon Disney will own us.
They already do. I'm with them. Are you kidding me? Come on.
I, for one, welcome our new computer overlords. I don't think I would welcome that overlord.
Do we got a problem here?
Maybe.
No, I need to find that GIF and load that back in.
You need to find that, yeah.
No,
we need to find that back. Yeah.
So funny.
No, Mickey the Mouse.
Oh, it's so wrong. It's so wrong now that I'm back on cast.
Not sure who's looking forward to it, but tomorrow is the 2K25 reveal.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Oh no, that's on Monday.
The cover.
Oh, sorry.
Monday.
That is Monday. Yeah.
Well,
You're already,
for me, it's 2 a.m., so it's Sunday.
At 1:47 a.m., to be fair, here. I get what you're saying.
well, we're going to be off here momentarily. I just have my show left.
Yeah.
And of course, you can find
I
me on
special show.
Instagram.
Jeff, we can barely hear him.
You can find me on Instagram, the Renegade JJ Williams, Twitter and Blue Sky ROWJJ Williams, YouTube Casa D18 Studios. Thank you to everybody who has been joining the festivities for the majority of this evening, going back to 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific when we began the simulcast streams.
Right.
You can find me on the Twitter Spaces every Tuesday and Thursday, work schedules permitting, at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. We usually talk a variety of different things. DJ is usually there. James is usually there. Ash is usually lurking in the shadows like a bat. Ryan occasionally pops in and out. You know, you never know who may pop in. We've had Jeff and Aaron Rift, like I said, pop in and really kind of drove traffic to the space that day. I've seen my dad pop in a couple of times. Never made himself a speaker, but I've seen him pop in a couple of times, as he does with the live streams here.
Curious good people.
But yeah, so make sure you check that stuff out. Check out my daily content on the channel. Make sure you guys are here for our NXT watch along on Tuesday, our watch along of the VIP show on Friday, Simply Predicting on Thursday, the Rumble on Saturday. We've got a busy week ahead of us, and seems like there's no signs of slowing down.
Nope.
So let's freaking go, everybody.
It was 3 years ago.
Right? Remember a year and a half ago when we said we were going to cut back on our watch alongs? Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Nope.
Japanese wrestling for life. New beginning.
Japanese
that's coming up soon. That's coming up soon. Yes.
We got Osaka coming up. Where Zazuju defends the title with Hiroki Goto. Yoda Tsuji defends the title against Gabe Kidd. The Taiji goes up against Sonata. It's a good looking card so far.
It is solid.
Japanese wrestling, independent wrestling, UFC. We've just added so much stuff that they're literally. I'm waiting for the day to come when we have something every day of the week, some watch along.
Something!
It hasn't happened yet, but we're getting there.
Well, with the video game stuff coming, you never know.
True that. Of course, you and I have our first top 10 as well this Saturday, and then we'll figure out the gaming podcast to launch things here, and then we'll level up from there as far as co-op game content or maybe hosting Japbox parties. We'll see.
Ooh,
yes, as Nestor threw in the chat, congratulations to Uncle Howdy and Piper Niven, the winners of the first ever Simply Reliable Studios Saturday Shenanigans Royal Rumble matchups.
Yes.
Scream freaking froze and his phone died.
His phone died. So it is what it is.
He's looking down at James like most people do.
Oh,
That's
God. Oh, God.
Dong.
So that is going to wrap things up for the evening. I want to make sure and thank Ryan, DJ, and the debuting Ash for joining us here this evening.
Please come back on soon.
Want to make sure to thank Jeff for being able to pop in from his location.
Yes.
Making himself available for
Thank
us.
you to Mickey.
Yes, thank you to Mickey the Mouse for popping on as well. And damn the Mouse Mafia for shutting it down.
That was crazy.
Intellectual property. I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do.
Trust me.
Mamacita the Mini.
Yes.
Mamacita the Mini.
Mamacita the Mini. God damn it. That's going to stick out.
JJ, we can't top that. Shut it down.
I was joking with Walter that when he moves out here, we're going to have to meet him for the first time for a trip to Disney because he's never been to a Disney park.
Oh,
not Florida,
okay.
Not Anaheim, not nothing. So we can get a video of him walking up to her and be like, Mamacita the Mini.
Yeah, I may have to bump one of the sign-ins for that because that's going to be a Casa Group thing. Absolutely. Okay, we'll make it happen.
I was about to ask earlier if it's possible. Like, can I come back next week if my schedule lines up?
Absolutely.
I don't see why not.
You're welcome.
I don't know. We may not want to bring you on too much because it will affect the super chats. Canadian, you being on the show.
Oh, I was. So the thing is, I wasn't able to send one because I need grocery money. That's where it all went in my belly.
Cost of living. My fellow Americans.
What is it that Noah always says? Priorities over passion.
Damn right.
Yes.
Food in the house is more important than the super chats.
Between BJ's and
I'm not talking about.
ShopRite the other day, I spent close to $1,100.
$1,100.
Hey, there's 6 people in this house.
Oh, that's right. You do feed more than one.
Wait, you guys have BJ's in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
The grocery
Not that
store
kind of
BJ's.
BJ's. It's a fucking wholesale club.
It's Connecticut. It's always that kind, James.
BJ's a restaurant. What you talking about? Wait, there's a grocery store called that?
Yeah, there's a BJ's that's kind of like a Costco, Sam's Club type of warehouse
okay.
store.
Yeah, we don't got that here in Toledo. We got Walmart and a Sam's Club and a what is it? Gordon's? What's the other one? I can't figure the other one. Yeah, I guess we
EC actually worked at the BJ's in her old home.
There's only one Costco in friggin' Toledo. Pisses me off.
Want to bring the boom?
So no chicken bakes, no choco chunk cookies. We're trying to get out of here, James.
And on that note, we bid you all a fine adieu. So on behalf of everybody here that's a clown and a fool and a wrestling fan too, make a positive impact in life. Have a good night. We're on the countdown to the Royal Rumble.
Mamacita Mini.
MICKEY. Please don't fire me.
MAMCITA.